Here we go. Hey, do I sound like I'm on old time radio? Good Wednesday evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, it is he, it is me, it is P double D, Etep Wakuian right here in the place to be. And I am joined by my boardroom comrades this evening. That's right, comrades, right here in the boardroom Wednesday night. I'm joined by my brother from another mother, the Groovinator.
I'm Comrade Groovinator. Das Vidanya.
Das Vidanya, comrade. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully, okay? I can't take this bullying.
Only Mr. Bungle would bully people on the internet, Pete. Don't be a Mr. Bungle now.
Oh, God, don't bully people. And we are joined by the third member of the crew tonight right here. He is our resident Florida man. Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Cody of Goober Brothers Entertainment.
Man, I don't really have anything clever to say, so hey guys, what's up?
That's right, you're pretty. You're pretty. You don't have to have anything clever to say right off the bat. You're fine.
Oh, thanks, darling.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Oh,
So,
bless your heart.
oh, bless your heart. So we are on the precipice of a huge spat in the comment section on Adam's channel right now.
Alex factors into this too, believe it or not, but that's a different topic than this one. To catch all of you up, basically, I made a Brie Larson video today because and this is something I recorded probably about 3 or 4 days ago. Didn't want to release it because I could predict what the outcome would be. Because even in 2020, man, if you don't give this woman glowing praise for every single thing that she does, you are attacked. And no sooner did I make a video about that very thing right there, that people constantly defend this woman, even if her activism doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, they just feel that it's their need to defend her. Like, it's almost like the zombies from the original not Walking Dead, the Dawn of the Dead. You know, it's like they wander towards the mall because at one point it was important to them, but they've forgotten what it is. So these people wander into Brie Larson's defense, even if she doesn't really need defending. They come out of the woodwork. And the video was about that. And yet they're still doing exactly the same thing, which is proof that they didn't even bother watching the video, which is what they always accuse us of doing, not listening to the full context of whatever it is Queen Brie was saying.
How dare you?
How dare you? People are dying.
People are dying. Yeah. And Brie Larson grew up, like I said, that idiot, was it freedom of speech? Which is odd because he's trying to censor people's speech.
So what happens is we get these accounts. They create these accounts for a very short time. And what they do is they copy and paste the same comments from 2018 shortly before they get banned. And then when we reply to those comments, they delete them so that they can't be read. What a colossal waste of time. But it's funny because it's
smooth. I'm learning a lot right now.
I've got like 24 watches on a video that I uploaded just like not even an hour ago. And it's probably just this person hate watching my content over and over again.
Like I said,
that's fine.
He's sitting there watching it and just like straight up like
we don't know what it is.
It is sitting there watching it, furiously masturbating to your angry fucking responses to his stupid comments. It's just funny, man. It's just like these people are like, it's like you really have no life. Like, it's like that South Park episode. How do you kill that which has no life? You know, how do you ground that which has no? It's pathetic. Like, you're really gonna come out of the woodwork to defend somebody who wouldn't piss on you to put you out if you were on fire. I mean, like, seriously.
I'll tell you what, Pete, Cody, we used to have a tradition around Christmas time. On my dad's side of the family, we used to have this crazy aunt. I don't remember the name of the aunt, so we'll just call him Pat at this point. Aunt Pat used to send a Christmas card out once a year. And it's one of those types of relatives. I know every family has one. There's that one relative that you only hear from them at Christmas time, usually in the form of a letter or a Christmas card. And it's one of those people that constantly has to brag about how progressive their side of the family is. Like, my son visited the Dalai Lama and my daughter's joining the Peace Corps. And, we went to go support the president. One of those types of people. So The letters got so pretentious that it became a family event for us to gather around the reading of the Aunt Pat letter. Now,
dude, that's dope.
since freedom of speech, this person has an amalgamation of several different names. Pete knows some of them. Freedom of speech is just one of many.
Yep.
Usually they get banned from YouTube before we can even respond. But the thing is, all of the responses show up in my email inbox, and they're treasures because they're all copy and paste. Pete and I have received the same emails on different videos, some of them dating back 2 years ago.
Yep.
And you know what? We love you guys so much. We're going to read some of those.
I was just about to ask if you could.
We're gonna read.
I was actually really excited. I was like, can we have a segment about that? But now it's happening and my day has been made.
It is going to happen for you, Cody. We were going to do it anyway, but yeah, this is okay. So
I've been sitting at work listening to people bitch all day, and now we get to do that, guys.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We do.
So here's the one. This has shown up on Pete's channel. I'm not going to do a screen share. I'm just going to read it, okay? Because I don't want to give this person any more attention that they've already gotten, and I don't encourage anybody to go and assault them on my channel. Just let them say their stupid stuff. If you want to reply and have fun, fine. But just know that whatever you reply, they're probably going to delete the original comment anyway because we can't keep up with it. All right. But this one here is literally a copy and paste. All right.
Hashtag Aunt Pat.
Yeah. So this is on the video that I uploaded today. The video titled, why do people defend Brie Larson? And you can watch it on my channel if you want to.
Wait, are we reading Aunt Pat letters or are we reading comments?
We're reading the comment, which is the equivalent of the Aunt Pat letter. Okay.
Can we read the Aunt Pat letters?
I don't have the Aunt Pat letter. I'm not in possession of the Aunt Pat letter.
Have your family fax those over, bro.
I don't even know.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I don't even know if it's Aunt Pat. I might be saying the name wrong at this point. I don't remember the name. I just remember that was like this kind of strange tradition that we had because my family's weird like that. So, but anyway, this is the comment that's been copy and pasted to our channel. And I'll try to do it in the soy voice. The saying, when you're accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression, applies a lot these days, but it feels especially and unfortunately relevant in the conversations around Captain Marvel. Star Brie Larson has made reasonable and refreshing calls for inclusivity in the press access around the Marvel Cinematic Universe film, which some dudes have taken wrongly to mean, quote, no white men allowed in the clubhouse, a clubhouse that they've guarded for, pretty much the entire history of film journalism. In an interview with the Washington, D.C. Fox station, she clarifies that she meant for anyone who is still confused about her statements, read more Captain Marvel early reactions, pure joy, and super empowering. What I'm looking for is to bring more seats up to the table. The Oscar-winning actress said when asked by the interviewer about the angry response, no one is getting their chair taken away. There's not less seats at the table. There's just more seats at the table. Those offended by her statements have taken to the internet with their ire, most recently on Rotten Tomatoes. There, they've tried to tamp down excitement in the film with negative user reviews, which seems like a less than effective strategy as well as a poor use of their time. But you do you, trolls. By contrast, early reviews by those who have actually seen the movie are generally glowing.
Joke's on her. I don't even know how to read.
And this was the whole point of my video, is that these people always think they have to explain the same thing to us over and over and over. And even in the video where I'm talking about how they do that, they do it anyway. But here, this is, I saved the best one for last. All right. Let me find it here. All right. So that's the different one. Okay. Not that one. Okay, here we go. Here's the explanation. All right. Why do people still defend Brie Larson? On the explanation of the video that they obviously did not watch. And may I remind you that I've never known it to be possible for an email to smell like cat piss until this very moment. Okay.
Captain Marvel's titular hero is a new kind of superhero, not just because Brie Larson's Carol Danvers is the first solo female hero of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but she's angry because she's angry and because she may not be fully human. In the upcoming Marvel film, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, you can tell how old this is, the upcoming film. Carol Danvers is a part Kree, part human warrior with the powers of a god. She won't likely act like one. Instead, it's her human side that best categorizes her aggressive impulse and hot-headed. She's got two sides warring against each other. Brie Larson reveled in the new interview with Entertainment Weekly. You have this Kree part of her that's unemotional, and it's an amazing fighter and competitive when there's this human part of her that is flawed, but it's also the thing that she ends up leading by. It's the thing that gets her in trouble, but it's also the thing that makes her great. And those two sides warring against each other is what makes her her. But it's the part Kree, part human detail that sticks out here. In the comics, Carol Danvers gains her powers when her DNA accidentally fuses with a Kree hero known as Mar-Vell, aka the first Captain Marvel. So in a sense, she's always been part alien, but it seems like Captain Marvel will be leaning heavily into this dichotomy. The emotional impulse side of humans would always be difficult to reconcile with the nature of a logical alien race. But the Carol Danvers is even poor impulse control, which is what makes her such a fascinating superhero. Captain Marvel photos a flawed female superhero because there are so few female superheroes. They're held up to an impossible standard. Fight hard, keep her emotions in check like a man, but smile. But Larson's Carol Danvers is flawed hero who rushes into battle and disobeys her orders. These flaws are what drew Larson, an Oscar winner for Room, to the film. She said, that is something that is really exciting to me about this film. We did not cut corners on that stuff. Like when it's funny, but also when there's deep emotional things happening, it's real. So I was able to bring some of those same things that I've been brought to full dramatic roles into this, which I'm really proud of because I think it will really set this film apart. These inherent character flaws allow Larson to do a lot of heavy emotional lifting, especially when Carol returns home to Earth after spending time in space with the elite Kree military team Star Force. Unsure of her identity, Carol questions her past and herself, all while trying to grapple with the conflict identities. It's meaty stuff to a superhero film, and one that Larson seems more than up to the challenge to tackle.
Wrong.
It sounds like that was copied from a blog.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to read any of the other responses because a lot of it's just like incel. What you were already called a waithist. I was called an incel. And then I think another one was one that you review. The one Mercy. Just Mercy. And I says, if I don't give it a glowing 5 out of 5, will you attack me then too? Which is exactly how I feel in this situation.
Not gonna lie, and I love the Marvel movies, and I'll be honest, I hate Iron Man 3, and I hate Homecoming, and I hate The Far From Home, but Captain Marvel is like worse than those, and it sets itself apart just because it's so bad.
I've never seen it.
Literally, no one gives a shit. Like, if you're a true MCU fan and a comic fan and just a fucking geek, no one gives a shit about Captain Marvel. The only people that give a shit about Captain Marvel are just people that are like, oh, hey, a superhero movie. Oh my God, that's what Marvel's about? Wow, that lines exactly up with my identity politics. No way.
Exactly, dude. That's kind of why I've always been kind of put off by this character. And I didn't go see the movie because of this stuff. And I was the only one that actually took Brie's advice. You know, I'm a 4-year-old white dude. I don't need to be seeing movies like this because it's not made for me. So I didn't go see it. I actually took her advice. But the thing that irritates me is it's so designed by committee. You know,
hold on real quick.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Hold on. I gotta take a leak.
But you know what I mean? It's like you're designed to be this, you know, eat your vegetables. Like this is good for you and not something else. You know, don't tell us who our heroes ought to be, man. Why don't you let us decide that? Isn't that how it used to work? Like you weren't manufactured a superhero and said that this is supposed to be the poster child of everything that should be important to you.
Hey, so he posted or it posted a bunch of fucking links about news stories, YouTube links about bullying.
Oh, I know.
Students give amazing gift to bullied classmate, and I'm not making light of bullying.
No, I was bullied, but I'm also here to say that everybody in my family also had their share of having days where somebody made fun of them or put them down or made fun. It's kind of part of growing up. It's learning how to deal with criticism, which is something that these people have no clue about. None.
Kyle's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Kyle? He says, Pete, are you peeing right now? No, I'm not, but thank you for asking, Kyle. Thank you for asking, Kyle. I am not.
But these comments that we're getting are amazingly entertaining to us because they're so predictable. It's literally copy and pasted shit from 2 years ago.
Yep. And like you said, man, the one was talked about the lead up to Captain Marvel. That's clearly from fucking early 2019 or late 2018, because that movie came out in what was it? March of 2019. Let's see, right before, a month before Endgame came out. So yeah, big shocker. That one made $1 billion, right?
I think one of the ones that gets me is we're accused of wasting our time making videos about Brie Larson for coming from the person that literally created an account just to tell me that.
Yeah.
Who's wasting what time?
Yeah.
I've been making videos for a year now, at least a year, maybe a little bit longer, but I've been actively making videos for almost a year.
Yeah.
You created an account on YouTube just to lecture me. Okay, whatever.
Yep. You're just in a privileged position of power, Adam, you cisgendered white male.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I really don't.
What was that song from Lady Gaga, Baby I Was Born This Way?
Yeah, I think people get so caught up in the art, and I say art with a very loose term here, the art of arguing. They get so caught up in it that they forget what they're arguing for. It's like this person's activism is to create diversity amongst access journalists.
Yeah. That's the hill you've chosen to die on. That's your...
The last time I checked, access journalists were barely people. Like, they're up there with like lawyers and used car salesmen.
I was a used car salesman. I can identify with that.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
My best friend was a used car salesman. He's good at it, but he'll tell you, like, yep, they're cutthroats, all right.
Kyle worked.
If you want to get paid, you're gonna tell everybody anything to get that sale.
Yep. And I wasn't joking when I said I sold an 02 Aurora to an 80-year-old man with a smashed up front end for $5,500 with a warranty. I'm not joking. I did. Daddy needed a new pair of shoes. So, I mean, seriously, there's a reason I got alligator shoes, and that's I was a good fucking salesman. But no,
she's kind of an easy target, She
is.
And it's like part of me feels like I'm human, and maybe I am, in fact, bullying somebody. But then there's the other part of me that's dealing with the reality of having people like this constantly come after us.
Yep.
Defending her, thinking that we're so stupid that we don't understand what she said.
Yeah.
Like the video that I made today, I made sure I put all of the clip, most of it. I had to cut some of it down for posterity, but I put all of the points in the video, including her own defense. Her own defense is, I'm just bringing seats to the table. I'm like, for who?
Yeah.
For what? For journalists?
I don't
these
know.
People. I mean, seriously.
So she apparently thinks that we need more people that copy and paste tweets and call them articles.
I know, because I've read about this ad nauseum and had it explained to me ad nauseum. So I know, all right. Her original point was to that movies were not getting rated fairly because there's not enough diversity amongst the TV critics and the journalists and the people that are covering these stories.
So by
Talk about Brie Larson again. Yeah, we're talking about, there's not enough diversity, so the critiques of these movies are heavily skewed in favor of people that are privileged, which is in of itself bullshit. I'm sorry, a bad movie is not a bad movie because the person that reviewed it is not a person of color or a person who is, not heterosexual or a white male. It's a bad movie because it sucks. It's a bad movie because it's a bad story. It's a bad movie because it's incomplete, like The Turning.
I just wonder, like, what makes you qualified to review a movie on like a big website like Rotten Tomatoes or?
Well, I can tell you because
I
actually tried to apply to rate on Rotten Tomatoes because I own a website. I'm an owner of a website. I'm owner of the domain. You have to apply. There's a long questionnaire that basically tries to see if you're like diverse or not. You basically have to be a blue check mark to be able to leave reviews on the website. You have to have them be
a verified critic.
It is very, very stacked against anybody that just wants to leave because I will tell you this, if you're asking what does it take to be a movie critic, it's just your ability to translate how a movie makes you feel to either written word or in video format. That's literally it. There's no school for becoming a critic. You can major in journalism. That's about it. That's what I tried to do. I've been reviewing movies and video games and CDs for years, like going all the way back to college.
So you're saying in order to be on Rotten Tomatoes, I have to be a bitch.
Yeah, basically, you got to dye your hair blue.
That's what I was
dye your hair blue.
It's very stacked. You have to be a master of the liberal arts.
They've got an express lane if you're a POC though. They do. They have an express lane to be a top critic on Rotten Tomatoes if you're a POC.
And now that
I hate using that term. If you're of a different ethnicity than white, I don't like.
It's not fair. It's really not fair. But it's
we're all different shades of tan.
Even though Rotten Tomatoes has cut down on how, so it's really hard to just go on there and leave a critic and have it and get in on critic reviews. You can still do user review scores, which is what I do. The numbers are not changing on these films because they put that in place. The only one that changed drastically was Captain Marvel. Look at Star Wars, all right? Critics was all right. And the audience rating was why?
I just think it's funny how Captain Marvel is always like discounted. It's not discounted a lot at Target, but it's always discounted at least.
This is the hero that everybody wants, though, Cody. Everybody should have a You should have a Captain Marvel doll on your desk right now, or you're away with Intel.
Yeah, that explains all the clearance toys on the show. Yep. But now I'll shut up. I'll make.
No, you're right. You got a point. Yeah. It's
no, Adam. I'm racist.
You can't force. Clearly, you don't force heroes onto something.
Clearly, I'm a bad person because I don't like that movie. Okay.
Yeah,
you're such an incel.
That's true. Yeah,
you need therapy.
Thank you. Exactly.
Let's see. So, Cat Pan Mediocre is still at 49% audience score. The lowest rated movie in the MCU.
The other part I didn't bring up, and this was the reason for Pete and I to start doing Captain Marvel videos again, is whenever something that she says or does comes back into the media limelight, old videos that we made like 2 years ago start getting hits again. Like start leaving these same people start copy and pasting these comments on those videos too. And it's freaking hilarious. Like old stuff that I did just for a goof.
Yeah.
Several years ago is like getting hits, and by the time I can reply to any of these, the accounts are already banned. Like they're already gone. Like YouTube's already doing the work for me. So YouTube's not defending these people.
No.
These are people that are seeking us out. And so they have to at least be doing some kind of meta tag search to find us in the first place. Unless they just have like a little private shit list or something where they're just scratching our names down, like Ethan Van Sciver's little, garbage tier website list that he has on his desk. They must have something like that.
I've got one of those.
Well, back in the meat again. Let's go back to this old video that was put up 2 years ago and start leaving snarky comments on there again.
I've got one of those lists with like Polygon and Vulture and Gossip Cop and
The Independent. Gossip Cop, pull over.
Wee-oo. Oh, we got this covered.
CBR.com.
CBR. Oh, what's it? Polygon.
The Mary Sue.
I am doing a video on the Mary Sue tomorrow because their birds of prey. Their birds of prey article today was so fucking, oh my god.
That's going to be the next zeitgeist when Birds of Prey comes out. What's it going to be? Is if we don't give it glowing reviews,
it's already starting.
Yeah,
that article,
they're already in damage control mode. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm looking forward to Birds of Prey because I love Margot Robbie. Does that mean it's going to be a good movie? No, it's not. No. But you still had me at Margot Robbie. I'm just saying. All right.
Yeah, except in this one, she looks like a homeless hooker instead of a fucking smoke show.
Kind of cute to me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't. That's what the article says. It's like this movie was meant to divert the male gaze, and it's like, and they try to lump Wonder Woman in with like Captain. The men were rebelling against Wonder Woman. I'm like, let me stop you right there, bitch. Nobody rebelled against Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman is an accepted and loved that is a treasured character.
I'm going to tell you right now, that scene in Wonder Woman that impacted me the most was when they went to No Man's Land and she says, I'm going to do this. And she got up there and said, that could have been cringy as fuck, that scene.
But they did it right.
It worked. It worked. She worked alongside of those people to get to the other side of that hill. Because she could.
Because it's Gal Gadot.
And she didn't talk down to people the whole time. Like she was frustrated, but that's because she didn't understand our lack of ability to do that. Because those people hadn't moved off that hill for like an entire year. They hadn't even moved more than an inch because that's just the way that it was. Trench warfare was horrible. So she used her training to do something about it.
Yeah,
that was a great moment. That was a great empowerment moment. But it wasn't condescending. You know what I mean? It was like a natural empowerment. You know, it's I'm about the equality, man. I'm not about this like replace one problem with another problem shit. I don't buy it. I don't buy into it. I can't.
No, and trying to lump Captain, Wonder Woman in with Captain Marvel and this Birds of Prey, because Birds of Prey is gonna be bad. It already made me lose respect for Ewan McGregor because first of all, Obi-Wan, you had the golden goose right there is Obi-Wan Kenobi. You took this role. Well, first of all, he fucking cheated on his wife with a Mary Elizabeth Winstead, right? And now the motherfucker turns into a little beta male because he's tucked his tail between his legs and he wants to get the woke crowd back on his side because he fucked up.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah, he did. He fucked Mary Elizabeth Winstead when he was still married. And now they're in this movie. She's in Birds of Prey now. So they're in this movie together. Because I think they're together now, actually.
Wait, I don't even know who that is.
I can't remember which character she plays. She's hot though, and they made her look like a dumpster fire in this movie.
One of the characters no one cares about, which is which is the whole movie.
Yeah, I can't. It's Huntress, I think it is. I think it's Huntress. Yeah,
I'm gonna see it, but
that's who he was married.
And Huntress looked good in the comics. She was drawing like a little smoke show, and in the fucking movie, they just kind of make it look like she's got like waders on or something. She looks bad.
I mean, it definitely looks woke. It looks woke as hell. It always has. I'm not expecting anything that's not woke. Okay,
well, it might be empowering, Adam. Maybe you want to open your mind a little bit. Okay.
Gosh, shame on me. I'm such a misogynist.
Well, that's what this movie. That's what this movie's fighting against, Adam. Excuse me. Thank you very much. It's fighting everyday misogyny.
You know what it is, dude? It's DC's apology for Joker. It's like, well, we did that side. Now we're going to do this side. So both of you guys have something to fight about. So you guys can go see Joker. You guys over there can go see Birds of Prey. And somehow I'm oddly okay with that.
When Birds of Prey does not make money,
then we'll know that these people don't exist. What we're always saying, these people do not exist. They're just playing pretend on the internet for points.
Yeah. They'll still double down. But when this movie doesn't make money, it's going to be the same thing as all the other bullshit. Charlie's Angels, Dark Fate. It's going to be
get woke, broke, go broke.
Yep. And then they're going to come out and say, well, this is men's fault for not seeing this movie just because it was a female centric movie. Wrong. Because ain't nobody said that about Black Widow. Nobody said that about Wonder Woman 1984 yet.
Kyle Wells said, "We all hate Captain Marvel. Can we please talk about how they're going to screw up Spider-Man 3 worse than the others?"
We're gonna talk about the MCU woes.
We're going to get into that shortly.
We're gonna get into
that's actually one of our topics for
yes,
tonight.
It is.
We're going to delve into that. The Captain Marvel thing was kind of, and Brie Larson thing was kind of unscripted. It's just because these things happened right before we went live.
Yeah.
And also there's another thing I want to bring up. I think we're gonna get off the Captain Marvel thing, Brie Larson thing. Now I think we've kind of gummed it to death. This was posted in my group, and this one I am going to do a screen share for because it will probably affect a lot of you people watching this video right now.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, what do you mean, you people?
Did I trigger you? Are you triggered?
I'm always triggered, my friend. That's the secret.
That's my secret.
I'm always
Good
triggered.
answer. So I'm always the one that's getting, beaten up about, being the tinfoil hat wearing crazy old person. Okay. That's going on about digital media, and I predicted that this was going to happen. I hate doing the I told you so, but motherfuck, I told you so. All right. From PlayStation. Okay. Important update to your PlayStation video library. As of February 28, 2020, you will no longer be able to stream any content from the Disney Channel, ESPN, or International Family Entertainment from your My Videos library that was purchased from the PlayStation Store between 2011 and March 2015. Please click here for a full list of affected titles. What that means is people that own PlayStations know that you don't have to keep a copy of whatever it is that you purchased on your hard drive, since you only have about 500 gigs and that gets eaten up very quickly. Maybe you have a terabyte, whatever. All right. You can always delete those files and then re-download them as many times as you like later. Now, PlayStation also sells movies in addition to video games. So that's what this is. These are Disney titles, Disney-owned titles that you purchase with money legally from the PlayStation Store. Those are going to be deleted. Please note that the removal of these listed TV shows and or movies from your digital locker is due solely to licensing restrictions set by the content owners. So this is not PlayStation doing this. This is Disney doing this to your digital locker. If you wish to continue viewing this content after February 28, 2020, simply download it to a mobile Android or iOS device before its date using PlayStation Video app. You can follow this link on how to download your video. So what you have to do is, in order to keep the things that you purchased, you're going to have to download that onto your hard drive that's probably already full of games and shit, okay? And find some way to get it off your hard drive or maybe put on a thumb drive or something, because you can no longer access stuff that you paid for with your money.
They sell those like terabyte or like not 8 terabyte, but they sell like this little fucking thing at like Best Buys or Targets or Walmarts in the game section where you can like plug your PlayStation memory thing into the PlayStation, like a memory chip from like PlayStation 2.
But the point is that you can't, it's not only can you not purchase this stuff anymore, you can't re-download stuff that you've already bought.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. They're not offering any discount or any refunds or anything like that for the materials.
I don't know about you guys, but that is insidious as fuck.
Oh yeah.
So wait, does that mean you can't stream ESPN or Disney Plus on your PlayStation?
That is correct, sir.
Wow, that's bullshit. Because I stream Netflix, Hulu. I use my girlfriend's Disney Plus account to watch Mandalorian. So if there's anything
Disney
on there I want to watch,
they're forcing you to sign up for Disney Plus to access all these things. So even if you paid for these things in a legal form, you still have to sign up for PlayStation Plus to even look at these things.
Well, I have PlayStation Plus, but does that mean I still can't?
Well, I meant Disney Plus. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. Not PlayStation Plus. I said the wrong thing. I meant to say Disney Plus. So,
well, if Disney Plus is already on your PlayStation to like stream, like how are they going to make you not watch that? I don't understand.
These are movies that you bought. So if you bought Aladdin on PlayStation Store. If you bought Aladdin on PlayStation Store, because everybody's always like, oh, digital, fuck having Blu-rays and DVDs. But if you bought these things and they're not on your hard drive, if you don't hurry up and download them, they will be gone forever.
Yep.
I thought you were about to say they were making you stream on another service. Like, what the fuck is Disney going to do? Make me buy a Roku?
This is stuff. These are digital files that you purchased. Okay, when you buy a movie, you have the ability to watch it as many times as you want. You have the ability to watch that file. What they're doing is they're taking that file away from you. They're giving you. It's like an eviction notice.
Fuck
okay?
off.
We're going to take your shit if you don't fucking claim it and go hide it from it somewhere. It's going to be gone forever.
I could totally see. Now, people. I mean, they're going to sue PlayStation, or not PlayStation. They're going to sue Disney.
Good luck with that.
Might not end up well. But here's
Disney owns everything.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like,
this is the dangers. What happened with the merger and everything. Disney owns everything, and they will not allow you to have anything unless you subscribe to Disney Plus.
And what's so bad about them owning everything is that people still defend them. Like it's like the MCU stands. Like they defend Marvel to the nines, even though it is owned by the biggest piece of shit corporate conglomerate monopoly that the world has ever fucking seen. And I say that unapologetically. And I have Disney Plus because I have Verizon Unlimited, so I get it free for a year. I'll probably give them my $6.99 a month because I don't pay for any streaming services right now. You guys
would not believe how many arguments I've been in with people over physical media. Now, do I own digital movies? Have I purchased movies digitally? Absolutely. Do I still do it? Absolutely.
See, I never have.
But only if it's a deal, only if it's something that I can't. If it's something that I can't live without, I always make sure to obtain a physical copy at some point in my life. Okay. But I do have some digital files because there's some movies where I bought it on Blu-ray. Like, okay, let's take, for example, Transformers. When it came out, it was only in 1080p. Maybe now it's in 4K. Do I want to go out and buy the physical 4K again? Or can I get this particular deal on this day for $7.99? I might go for that. But I still have a physical copy of it. It's just not the 4K version. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go out and buy these things for $30 that I already own. I already have a perfectly good copy of it. But what baffles me about this is they're taking away things that you purchased and getting away with it. And I predicted that this shit would happen, and it's happening again. It happened before with not Voodoo, but the one that was before that, Ultraviolet. People that purchased money on Ultraviolet lost their content. They had to download their files if they wanted to get them back. So this is where we're at. When you buy this shit digital, you don't own it. You really fucking don't. You're paying for like a license, and they can take this shit away from you. And that should be something to be very wary of.
So even if you screenshot your receipt that you bought it and screenshot your bank account saying that the money's been withdrawn from Disney or whoever you bought it from, they can still legally basically steal it from you.
Yep. You know what this does? All this does is encourage piracy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to take away. You are going to take something away from me that I purchased legally.
What's the motivation to actually purchase it legally then?
There is none. Thankfully for me, I never bought any movies from the PlayStation Store. I don't even have a PlayStation anymore. I'm holding out for the next PlayStation that comes out, but I never bought movies from there. I have some on Vudu. That's like a Walmart account, but the majority of my digital movies come from the little digital code that the fucking Blu-ray comes with. I usually put those in there, and then that's where I watch them.
So I bought a DVD recently or Blu-ray from Target.
I got one from Walmart.
Confiscate that from my house.
I got no. They ain't gonna take that from you.
What the hell is legally purchasing anything anymore? Then
that's why I say buy it. Buy it.
Gave them money. Here you go, and then they're gonna take it from you.
That's why I say buy it physical, Cody, because they're not going to come into your fucking house and take your physical movies away from you.
Well, you don't know that. Like, what if Mickey goes, oh, and then
I was just going to say, I heard you have a copy.
Bro,
give me your shit. Oh.
We live in Florida. We be packing down here. All right, go ahead, come in here and try to take my movies from me. All right, you won't walk out.
And Florida's like Michigan. Florida has the stand your ground law. I'm just saying. So,
but that's what I'm saying. This digital shit, it's a fucking vaporware. It's a pipe dream. You really don't own these things if a company has the ability to just come in and say you can't re-download something that you purchase. They're taking it away from you.
Yep, they wipe their servers out.
What if somebody doesn't get this email? What if somebody doesn't check their email on a regular basis? They're going to go in and they're digital. What if somebody's in a coma and they wake up and all their movies are gone? Fuck you.
Dude, I feel like if you're waking up from a coma.
There's a bright side to this. What if Blockbuster comes back? Guys, hear me out. Disney rules the internet. They buy the internet. Is that possible? I don't know. I mean, half the shit they do, I don't know if it's possible. Is Walt Disney's head still underneath the castle of Walt Disney in Orlando? I don't fucking know. Maybe
Disney's
it is. But hear me
brand,
out.
you know?
Hear me out. Okay. Blockbuster comes back. Biggest revival ever. People, crowds, riots, not riots, but fucking parties, flash mobs, like flash mob dancing parties at Blockbusters all over the country. Redbox goes out of business because fuck those little red machines. All right. Those little popcorn buckets with the popcorn already built inside, and then you just put the bucket in the microwave and then it pops inside the bucket. It's happening, guys. The revolution has begun.
Leo Red said I bought a couple of Blu-rays from Dollar Tree. I did the same thing. Yep. I spent all last summer going to all these stores and scarfing up what they didn't want. And I have a huge collection of movies now that I will have as long as I take care of them.
Same. I go
fuck them. And people are foolish to get rid of their physical stuff. They really are. They're foolish.
I'm in Walmart all the time, and I always walk by like the clearance bins. Even I still buy DVDs for the fucking, because you know what, man, if I can watch a movie, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like some of them, I'm not spending that much money for a Blu-ray all the time because I don't have that much money. So I just, you know, if I scoop something up on DVD, like I bought for the kid's birthday because he's in a Godzilla, so I bought him the 2014 Godzilla movie because he dug that. I went out and I'm gonna get him King of the Monsters, and because Kong
that's one of the ones that I have digital. I have Godzilla versus Godzilla, the King of the Monsters, the one that came out last summer.
Yeah,
I bought it digital because there was a sale on it at Christmas time, and I like that movie, and I didn't want to run out and buy a physical copy because I don't like it that much.
Yeah,
I can live if the only ones that I buy digital are the ones that if they're taken away from me won't upset me that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something that I got a really good deal on is a $5 sale or something. Fine, you know, but this kind of shit right here where you have it and then you don't. Or how about Disney Plus? They got movies on there where they've edited content out because they've deemed it to be, you know, socially not acceptable anymore. So
they're already taking movies off Disney Plus too.
They're taking movies off Disney Plus now. The Uncle Remus movie shouldn't be there any fucking way.
No,
you know,
Song of the South.
Song of the South and Dumbo. Fucking nobody loves Dumbo. Nobody. Fuck that movie. All right. Don't even have it on there. All right.
Yes. You don't see about it.
I agree. That movie is racist. But you know what? In addition to that movie being racist, it's also depressing as fuck.
It is.
Wait, Dumbo was racist?
Dumbo. The original Dumbo had these black crows, and they're like shucking and jiving and acting like stereotypes.
It was like Amos and Andy.
Bad old stereotypes.
It was like an animated Amos and Andy. If anybody has ever seen Amos and Andy before,
they're like three little Al Jolsons running around. Yeah,
I've never seen
really
Dumbo.
Bad. Yeah,
you've never seen Dumbo?
You're not missing.
There's a lot of Disney movies I haven't seen.
I just watched the new one with the kid. Loved it. I put it on Disney Plus for him. He loved it. So, you know, I wasn't gonna say anything. I put it on for him. He wanted to watch it. So.
But anyways, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. If you guys are PlayStation owners and you bought digital movies from PlayStation Store, fucking download them and save that shit before it's gone because they're getting away with this shit. And it's getting worse. You know, this digital stuff means that you're paying for stuff that you don't own. And that I have a big fucking problem with.
Yeah.
So it's a little less worried about it when it's a subscription service because their shit disappears from there all the time. But if it's something that you physically purchase, you should be able to watch it whenever you want forever. So be mindful of that stuff when you buy digital copies of movies. You know, is this something I can live without? Is this something that I absolutely love? Maybe I should have a physical copy as well. Just saying. So.
Yeah, that's the thing that's pissed me off because I watch The Office like every fucking night. I watch The Office, and that is leaving Netflix here pretty soon because it's going to that NBC Universal.
I'm surprised that one's leaving Netflix because I thought a lot of people just had Netflix just to watch The Office.
It was like
Seinfeld, you know?
On Hulu. with Seinfeld. See, I own the entire series of Seinfeld. That is one show I cannot do without. I could not have that show. I've seen.
They had that on Blu-ray recently at a pretty good price. I think they were selling it for like $79.99 or something like that.
For the entire series?
The whole series, yeah.
See, I paid like back when I was buying the season box sets, my mom would get them for me I would get one box set a year for Christmas. So over the course of like 9 years, I got every season.
I had those too. And you know what? That collection is like it's like this, it's ridiculous, especially the DVD set. I had that too. And
yep, I still do.
Ultimately I sold them because I've seen all of those episodes so many times and they're like always on TV.
Yeah, I'll never sell mine, man. That's just one thing. It's like
but if it was on Blu-ray though, if it was on Blu-ray, I think I would consider getting that because the Blu-ray set takes up this much room.
Yeah.
And you see that collection behind me? That's all the room I got. Yeah. If it don't fit in there, it ain't staying here.
Yeah, my DVD rack is like one entire shelf is the Seinfeld series. That's it, But no, hey, wait, Tony Tone Deaf's in the chat.
Tony Tone!
He says, I'm listening in the shower, no homo.
I do that all the time. It's okay, man.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I play videos when I'm in the shower.
We know for a fact that Goober's half naked right now.
I know.
Just let that marinate in your head. Which half? That's up for you to decide.
First $10 super chat, he goes live. He puts his camera on.
I get 20, and I'll show you my Brie Larson.
For 100, he'll take 2 in the Stunning and 1 in the Brave.
Hello. We won't go that far, but.
Oh, look. Wait.
Shower emojis. Holy shit.
I didn't know they had
shower beers are like the best thing ever.
I didn't even know that. I barely drink beers as I'm sitting here with my glass of wine right now.
I've heard about shower beers.
I do. I have too. One of the girls I used to work with used to talk about that all the time, and I was just more enthralled with the fact of her in the shower than
it's like you had me. You had me at shower, like
why? And I'm like, and why are you telling me this again?
You had my attention, but now you have my interest.
Yeah, you've piqued my interest, most definitely. Now let's
shower beers are relaxing.
Well, I can't my relaxing I can't do in the shower because it keep getting put out. I have to relight the shit.
So in other words, unless they make a waterproof bong, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I used to smoke a cigarette while in the shower, Leo Red says. Oh my God. So it's been Sunday was 8 weeks since I've had a cigarette. And it's
my man.
Proud of you, man. Awesome.
It's I feel 100% better. I'm not gonna lie, but was it yesterday? Oh man, it hit me. I was like, I wanted one so bad.
I'm not gonna come off like I'm holier than thou. I used to drink and I used to smoke, and I had to quit smoking. It was not easy, but I've been quit for about since 2016. Nice. So almost 4 years.
I see. I didn't smoke a cigarette for like 2 years, and I started again, and then it was like but yeah, I got my thing now is I got to start working out again. So that's what I'm on. But yeah, I think Leo Red says I've been transitioning over to vaping. My wife does that. She's got a vape. I used to. I quit. I had one of those big mods and shit, and I quit that. And then I started smoking cigarettes again. When I was wrestling, I was smoking cigarettes. I'm like, this makes sense. This is good. But
healthy.
to be fair, I never wrestled a match sober. So I mean, there's that too. All right, so let's talk about Venom 2. And god damn the pop-ups on this site. This is AMCtheaters.com. We're talking about Venom 2, everything that's confirmed. So when does Venom 2 open? So that's opening October 2nd of this year. I am absolutely stoked for this movie. I think it's going to be kick-ass. The first one was really good. It's probably my favorite role with Tom Hardy in it. If I had to pick between Venom and Bane, I'm picking Venom every time. I think this one will be better because we've got Andy Serkis is involved in this because, we had Ruben Fleischer that helmed the initial Venom. His demands on Double Tap meant that he couldn't direct Venom 2. And Sony still wanted to make its planned release date, so Andy Serkis is now directing this.
Oh, he's directing it. I thought he was going to star in it.
No, Andy Serkis is directing it.
Interesting.
So that is very, very cool. Andy Serkis is a very, very smart man, and he's very good.
I need to give Venom a second look, but I'll be honest with you. The first time I watched it, I fell asleep watching it.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed by it in the way that most like PG-13 superheroes movies play out. You know, I was just kind of like, you know, I didn't hate it, but I was kind of bored by it too. I'm sorry, Boot. That's probably not the answer you wanted from me, but I'm not as antsy about it as you are.
I'd rather have you be honest than.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd.
I know, brother. That's why I love you. I don't. Let's see. Wait. Kyle says Hardy crushes that role. Woody Harrelson is going to be sweet as Carnage.
Okay, yeah, I do like Woody Harrelson. I'm a fan. But for me, my favorite Woody Harrelson vehicles are when he's in the Zombieland movies. Those movies are fucking great. Both of them are.
I'm about to rent Double Tap.
Perfectenschlag, as you say.
That is one of my favorites. That is because
I'm kind of mad that actually I did review that for my channel. It's just nobody watched it, but it was that movie was great.
That one's coming out on Blu-ray, so I'm gonna snag that.
Yep,
rent that one up.
Worth it.
Woody Harrelson is no stranger to playing serial killers. For our younger viewers out there who may not know or be schooled in Woody Harrelson's back catalog of movies, he was in a little film in 1994 with one Robert Downey Jr. called Natural Born Killers, where he was him and his wife. They were what the hell is his name? Mickey and Mallory. Were both serial killers. And
Juliette Lewis, massive crush on her, dude.
Yeah, me too. Because she was like that crazy, like quirky,
right?
Kind
of trashy.
Yep.
Yeah, just the right amount of everything.
But yeah, that movie was good. Oh wait,
since I want you to lie to me, damn it.
Lie to me. Tell me lie.
Okay.
Tell me little lie.
Brie Larson is stunning and brave. And I think you should go subscribe to her channel, and you should definitely get a group of friends and go see. I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't chill for Brie Larson. Let's see. Two major stars that will go head to head in Venom 2, of course. Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock and Woody Harrelson's Cletus Cassidy. The post-credit scene with Woody Harrelson in Venom, just it gave me chills because you knew it was coming when he went to interview him. It's like they're gonna you knew it was a matter of time before they obviously Sony, the Sony division of Marvel will say, got the Maximum Carnage storyline. And there is some rumors we're going to talk about coming up here because I've got a couple articles we're going to go over, and it's going to be violent. I really hope they give this one an R rating.
Yeah, that was one of my major problems with Venom is had that been darker and been rated R, like a Spawn type of movie, it would have been so much better. Oh God.
I think that Venom 2 should be rated R. Well, it depends on how deep they go into the Maximum Carnage.
Yeah, go all in, man. I mean, really, that's a violent character.
Carnage kills like kids.
Bring the violence,
Carnage kills kids. Say that 3 times fast. Additionally returning are Michelle Williams. She played Eddie's love interest Anne. What was the last of the Golden Globes that Ricky Gervais hosted? She got on stage and gave this cringy ass speech about
one of those
and shit. Yeah, I'm like, and I wasn't a big Michelle Williams fan to begin with, but I was just like, you're a millionaire. Shut up. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I say that if it was a man too. Just shut up. Just go play pretend. Okay. You everything about you is a lie. Okay. You wear heels, bitch. You ain't that tall. You wear makeup. Your face don't look that good. I mean, you got to push up, bro. Your tits don't stand up that tall. It's just like a dude wearing fucking boots with heels on him because he's too, ashamed to admit his real height.
You're an actor. Yeah. We're paying you to act, not run for president.
Yep. I don't care about your beliefs and your politics. I don't know when. Well, I can't pinpoint the exact time, but my God, I've told multiple people this. I really don't discuss my normal politics on Facebook anymore. I do not. I don't discuss them, period, because I like to go back to like the 1980s in that respect, where you didn't talk about who you voted for. You really didn't. You know what I mean? It was more or less the old school of like, I'm going to go vote and that's it. I do my thing and I'm done with it. I'm not going to sit here on my soapbox and try to make everybody else feel bad because they're not, they don't vote the same way. No, I'm not doing that. So I don't want to hear that. If I'm watching a movie, I don't want to know that you are, this is what you stay. I don't care. You're a trained, you're like an organ grinder monkey.
Dance, motherfucker, dance.
Just dance and shut the fuck up. That's. I'm sorry. I hate to be blunt, but this goes for everybody in Hollywood. Just dance and shut the fuck up. I don't want to fucking. I don't want to know your shit. I don't care.
Pete and I were contemplating we were going to do a live stream for the Oscars because we're both excited about a lot of the choices that have been mentioned.
Good movies that came out late.
A lot of good movies that we actually liked that people actually went to go see nominated for Oscars this year. So, but I didn't stop to think about why there was no interest for that, and I remembered they're so political. Nobody wants to watch the ceremony itself. Is going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it anyway, but
I am too.
I'm not gonna stream it live. But they were just bitching recently about nobody watched the Grammys. I don't even know who was fucking nominated, and I don't even care.
The wife was watching the Grammys, and they were fucking stupid. I turned.
You know what I mean? Though it's just everybody wants to grab that microphone and start preaching to somebody. It's like everything is not always a pulpit. Everything does not always have to be a statement. For fuck's sakes, just accept your like Ricky Gervais said, accept your award, say your little speech, and get the fuck off stage.
Nobody cares nobody cares because 90% of these actors, they're really not smart.
No,
they're honestly not at all. They know how to memorize and repeat. That's their thing.
Right. They're just saying lines. I mean, that might have worked okay for Ronald Reagan, but it's not going to work for everybody.
They have publicists and they have agents and they have image consultants. And it's like, I don't want to know what they tell you to regurgitate. Okay, you're basically you like I said, somebody's got their hand up your ass making you talk anyway, so just shut up. Let's see, let's go back to the chat here. Kyle says, but does he already have the symbiote? We don't know. Okay, the rumor with that is, and some plot leaks have come out for this. So spoiler alert right now. I don't want you to stop listening, but I'm gonna drop some potential spoilers. These are just rumors, but Cassidy is going to be executed. And on his way to the execution chamber, he is broken out, and Shriek plays a part in this, who will be played by Naomi Harris in this movie. That is all but confirmed. So Shriek is involved, but Shriek was a big part of the Maximum Carnage storyline. So she's going to help him escape, and it's after he escapes, he encounters the symbiote, is what I believe happens from the leaks that have come out. And I am all right with that. I read a lot of the Maximum Carnage arc in the comics when I was sailing the high seas because, well, let's be honest, I haven't bought them. And it's good.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
It's really, that's what my old ass tablet's for, piracy. But no, so I think this is going to be cool because Shriek is, and then like I said, Venom gets his, or not Venom, but Carnage gets the symbiote after they escape. But yeah, this is going to be a very bloody movie. 856 million worldwide it made. So they really are going to have to consider a R rating for this. Let's see. In a recent interview with Cinema Blend, Venom 2 producer Matt Tolmack discussed the R rating and its relationship with the comic book properties like Joker. He said, I think you always have to think about it now that it works. Having said that, our movie worked really well. Our franchise exists as it is, and I don't think anybody's looking to just say, hey, they did it. We have a place in the world. So it isn't like suddenly everybody's considering what to do with the rating. Well, if you're going to do Maximum Carnage right, you're going to have to go for an R rating. You really are.
Three movies to think about: Deadpool, Logan, and Joker. All R rated. Just saying.
Let's see. And they the next point is they asked if a trailer is ready yet, and the trailer for the original Venom dropped on April 23rd, 2018. That movie was released in late October of 2018. Or did I say April 23rd, 2018 was the original trailer date, and it released in October that year. So they're kind of speculating that the trailer will drop in April of this year. And it says, what will Venom 2 be about? And this is, they're gonna go with the, it says if the original Venom based structure loosely on the 93 comic story run Venom Lethal Protector, then the best guess for a Carnage adaptation would be 93's Maximum Carnage storyline, which also featured Shriek. The Carnage stories can be somewhat similar with Cletus breaking out of prison thanks to the help of a symbiote partner, and then him and Shriek going on a killing spree. There is a scene in a diner where, I mean, they just like kill everybody. I mean, there's kids in there. I mean, it's a savage scene, and there's rumored to be, I think the next article I have covers that, but an orphanage scene too. So it's this is going to be, I think this is going to be a good movie. I really do. I love the first one. Let's see. Leo Red says, is Blade going to be R? I think they're going to rate, because the original Blades are all rated R.
I hope so. I hope it's done well, and I hope that Mahershala Ali can emulate the swagger that was already put forth by Wesley Snipes. Because say what you want about Wesley Snipes, those are some big shoes to fill. Like, he really embodied that role, man. He made that a thing when superhero properties were not even a thing. No, that was quite a feat. You know,
they were kind of jokey back then.
They were cringy. Either they were cringy, they were campy. Like Batman got really campy, and like, it's like anything that was a superhero movie it's like it was almost a mandate. Like, it had to be cornball.
Yeah.
You know, it got annoying after a while. It's like, oh, a superhero movie, huh? It's just gonna be like really cornball-y and like Steel. Remember Steel?
Oh God.
With Shaq.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit we had to suffer through back then.
Wait, let's see. Hang on, let me go back here for a second. What Kyle say? They won't show blood. It's post Carnage killing spree. They won't do R. I'm telling you. Well, if they don't do R, if they don't go, see, this is the thing, is I really wanted to see them wait to do the Maximum Carnage storyline, but that kind of leaves the second movie up in the air. I wanted the third movie in the trilogy to be Maximum Carnage, but I mean, there's so much more they can adapt with if they decide, if this one goes over as well as the first one, and they decide to do a third, there's so much more they can adapt. They can do Agent Venom. I mean, there's so much they can do. So I'm not certain that this will get an R rating. I would like it to have an R rating because I really want to see Carnage. Just like I want to see the comic book violence. I really do, because Carnage is that kind of character. And Woody Harrelson, we've all seen he's capable of, portraying that. It's CG, of course, with him, in the symbiote, but it's I really,
symbiotes aren't real.
Damn it! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin that.
Damn it!
Spoilers, God.
All right, let's see here. So here's the plot, the plot leak from HN Entertainment. Venom 2 will focus on creating an origin story for Carnage, or Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson. It says in the film, Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson, is set to be executed by the state of California for multiple murders and escapes the Ravencroft Institute for the Criminally Insane alongside Frances Louise Barrison, aka Shriek. That's reportedly played by Naomi Harris. Barrison, Shriek, is confirmed for the film, is expected to be a fellow inmate at Ravencroft. Whether or not Cletus Cassidy already has the Carnage symbiote at this point in the film remains to be seen, but it sounds like he hasn't transformed into the film's big bad yet. Cletus' violent past as a child will also be explored in the film after Tom Hardy posted a photo of the remains of the orphanage, St. Estes Home for Boys, that Cletus burns down as a child, which I'll be interested to see how much into detail they go with that. We've learned that the reason for why Eddie Brock is at the orphanage, after some investigative reporting, those 12 deaths from the fire will be uncovered as being a direct result of Cletus' actions and adding to his already hefty body count. This plot point likely has a lot to do with why Hardy ultimately deleted the set photo from his Instagram account, because he had put up a photo that was taken at an orphanage, and it was a set photo from Venom 2 on his Instagram, and then they made him delete it. So it's possible that after interviewing Cletus Cassidy, Eddie was given information to investigate the fire. After exposing the new victims, Brock's career as a journalist gets a massive boost and could potentially get a target placed on his back from the newly escaped Cassidy. While most of the production will be taking place in England, the setting of the film is still in San Francisco. California will be returning to the city to shoot exterior scenes at some point, as we pointed out multiple times. Now, I'm sure they're doing most of the shooting in England, using that as a substitute for San Francisco, is because of the amount of poop on the sidewalk in San Francisco.
Yeah, right. Poop patrol.
They couldn't pay craft services and people to pick up shit on the sidewalk.
Craft services.
So if you go to the casino in San Francisco, do you still play craps? Or
no, you go to the sidewalk.
If this movie isn't a hard R, I'm going to be really disappointed. Let's be honest. Most superhero movies should be R now.
Yeah. Let's see. Kyle says, "Do you think Hardy will sit in another lobster tank?" That scene was great. That was fucking hilarious. You notice it's not mentioned in the foreseeable MCU future. They actually tied in the whole. They're tying Morbius into Spider-Man with the Michael Keaton scene in the post credits. And
I don't know how I feel about this, because if this is supposed to be the next big, like, you know, Spider-Man, like, Sony universe, I don't want the fucking Tom Holland shit being incorporated into it. Because I thought this whole Venom Morbius was like a fresh start, basically, on Spider-Man.
Well, they're going to bring Tom Holland over, but he's not going to be playing the same. I don't think he'll be playing the same type of Spider-Man as he will in the MCU.
I don't know, man. He's kind of one-dimensional when it comes to that Spider-Man.
See, yeah. I think that
I agree.
I see a little more. I guess I'm trying to be a little more optimistic with it. I see a little more potential for him to take a tonal change to the role if he was allowed to do so, not under the guise of Kevin Feige, who just wants him to be little bitch Iron Man Jr.
I mean, I was on board, you know, until Spider-Man Far From Home, and now I'm with Cody on this one. I'm kind of like, don't.
I liked Homecoming. Far From Home just shit the bed.
Far From Home was a mess.
I don't like either of them.
Mess of a movie. The first one was fun. It had moments. It had moments that irritated me, but it was mostly fun. And Spider-Man should be associated with fun, so it was a nice, like, return to form for at least the character. But yeah, Tom Holland, I don't know. Kind of walking back some of my thoughts about him at this now that I think about it, because like Cody said, I've seen Tom Holland in other movies. He's like the same person in everything. He's kind of like the guy that plays Harry Potter. Like, he always plays the same guy in every single movie. It's like that.
I think Tom Holland's a good actor, and same with Daniel Radcliffe, the Harry Potter guy.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's like Daniel Radcliffe can play certain roles.
Yeah,
but he's always going to be Harry.
Yeah,
correct.
Tom Holland can play different roles, but he's always going to be fucking Iron Spider or whatever.
Yep, Iron Spider, which is not even really Spider-Man. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I personally
it's RDJ Light.
Yep.
Now, I like the route the Venom universe where Sony's going, and I like the route where they're going with Morbius. I think it's cool, and I hope they can get those two characters together. But I thought personally they should have really recasted Spider-Man and kind of just did their own thing just to compete with Marvel and the MCU, and to really draw it closer to, like, the Spider-Man video game rather than just the MCU or the whole Kevin Feige goofiness to Spider-Man. I think the Vulture was, awesome. But as far as everything else, even Mysterio, I could have done without Mysterio.
Kyle Wells brought up a good point. He says, too much CGI, they effed it all up, but this could have paved the way. This could pave the way for a better Spider version. It could, but the problem is you're going to be constantly hampered by the Kevin Feige universe, you know, in Tom Holland. You know, it just that they're not going to change the complete tone of the character just to fit a different movie. I don't think they're going to do it.
I personally thought they should have, like, went to a certain streaming service or something to do a TV show.
Well, pretty soon all the movies are going to go to a streaming service. Right, we're going.
In my mind, I thought, okay, what if they start doing a Spider-Man TV show and not have any of these villains in it, and then once it's time to bring that character into the cinema, bring them in and fight these guys, and that would have way more impact than just constantly seeing, you know, the same people over and over, and then finally see them fight. I think it's cool just to transition if they would do from TV to the cinema, instead of from the cinema to the TV. I think that would bring in a lot more people.
Yeah, they need to do a Sinister Six movie too. They really do. Like this is I've been waiting for this.
Sony's had a hard on for that Sinister Six thing ever since I can remember.
I have
they
too.
Can never pull it off. They're always trying to pull like a DCU and rush into that shit.
Yep.
And then it's too late. Yeah.
We've got Vulture. We've got what's his name, Scorpion, that are still alive. You've got the Tinkerer. I mean, there's hey. What's
boring ass villains that I don't even remember.
Lincoln X7. I don't like the Tinker, but I like I don't mind Vulture, man. Michael Keaton did he saved Homecoming with his Vulture portrayal, man.
Agreed.
He really made that movie a little bit more fun and special with him.
You had a villain that was grounded in reality, and I like that. I like that because the rest of the movie kind of escaped reality when you started having, a talking spandex suit. But at least you had a blue collar villain whose motivations make complete sense, which makes him a more formidable foe. I agree.
He just wanted to provide for his family. That was his thing. He wanted to provide.
He was going to lose everything, so he took the law into his own hands, and that's usually how these villains are created.
It wasn't even spandex; it was like fucking fleece.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the proper wrestling required uniform.
Oh, that's like what's his name in Spider-Man 3, the Raimi trilogy, Flint Marko, Sandman. He wanted to help his daughter. Penny.
If we could have gotten an entire movie of just Sandman, would have been so much better.
If you took Venom,
shoehorning in all that other shit in that movie, yeah.
And what's his name? Harry Hobgoblin or whatever.
Oh yeah, Harry Hobgoblin.
Take.
I would love to see the actual Hobgoblin instead of the fucking weird.
Well, that you could have teased that and then had that be a setup for the next movie, but instead they got all greedy. They got all suit and studio and designed by committee. Nope, shove all these things in here right now. Yeah, and they killed their own golden goose.
Well, that was Avi Arad.
Yep, that was Avi Arad.
Leo Red, Stark Industries Performance Fleece.
I wouldn't mind that.
No, me either. Especially if it has instant kill mode. I would go meet some of these people on Twitter in real life.
I mean, that Stark tracksuit that turned into the Iron Man suit was fucking cool. So,
yeah, Alex makes a good point. Says most Spider-Man villains never want to take over the world, except for Dr. Octopus and the Lizard to a lesser extent. That's another one they're talking about recasting as Doc Ock, and that frankly scares the bejesus out of me, because you have on one hand Alfred Molina with probably one of the best comic book villain portrayals.
Amen to that.
Ever.
Hands down.
In what is probably the best comic book, superhero movie ever, in Spider-Man 2. Fight me.
Well, I already threw my name in the hat. It's the same as his, and I'm sticking to it. If you absolutely have to recast Doc Ock and you want to do that again, damn it,
Christoph Waltz.
No, not Christoph Waltz. No.
You got to admit, though, he would be a really good Doc Ock.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah, Jeffrey Tambor would be.
That was my choice for Doc Ock, Jeffrey Tambor, because I've seen him in movies and TV, and the guy has a range like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
like he can be really scary, he can be really funny. Doc Ock can pull off both. Alfred Molina could pull off both. So
yeah,
that's the villains that I'm always most impressed by.
Tambor, seriously?
Jeffrey Tambor, yeah, because the villains that I'm always impressed by are the ones that are like
for Doc Ock.
You understand their motivations, like you feel sorry for them. Those are like the scariest ones, like Joker, perfect example. The recent Joker movie. There's a guy that has had everything ripped out from the center of him, and when he snaps, you see it coming, and you can relate, But yeah, Jeffrey Tambor can be aggressive, scary, funny. He can pull a whole range of different. The guy's an Emmy Award winner. So yeah,
I mean, if anything, he should have been the Vulture, and when he gets that serum to de-age him, he just gets younger.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either, buddy. I just review these things. I just let the stupidity of man play itself out, and all I do is report on what I see. That's it.
Hey, Kyle, thanks for tuning in tonight, brother. I appreciate it, man. Have a good night. We will talk soon. I'm going to we're going to get you back on the show. You haven't been on in. Kyle hasn't been on since episode I think 17. So that's we'll get you back on, brother. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I do like the idea of Tambor as Doc Ock because Jeffrey Tambor, I think he's underrated as an actor in his range.
I'll tell you, dude, I was watching Hellboy, the original Hellboy, the other night, not that crap with the remake one that came out last year, but Tambor is in the original Hellboy, and he's not a villain in it, but he's like a director. But sometimes he's funny, and sometimes he's like really angry, and I'm like, why don't they put this guy in more superhero movies? And I'm like, he'd be perfect as like Doc Ock.
I'm thinking Christoph Waltz, dude. Put those glasses on him. Just think of Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah,
and then imagine.
The problem is every time Christoph Waltz plays a villain in a show, he's very like oil can Harry. Like I like Christoph Waltz a lot. Don't get me wrong, but he's really one note when he does the villain stuff. He doesn't have that range. He's not funny. You know what I mean? He's serious. I like him better in stuff like Django Unchained.
He was great. I thought he was great.
Inglourious Bastards. Inglourious Bastards, he was great. But something like he was in Tarzan, he wasn't all that great in that.
I haven't seen Tarzan.
He was pretty lame as the villain in Spectre. Like I wasn't impressed with him in that. I don't get me wrong, I like him as an actor, but as a villain, he's very predictable. You know what I mean? Like kind of the stereotypical villain that Marvel needs to get away from. That's why I don't think that Christoph Waltz would be good for that. That's just my opinion, though.
Tony Tonedeaf says, why is Kevin Feige afraid of Hispanic superheroes? They're about to bring in America Chavez in Doctor Strange too. So I really think that
they should bring in Machete.
I'd rather see Danny Trejo. Yeah. I'd rather see Danny.
I'll show up for anything with Danny Trejo in it. That guy's awesome.
Machete and Deadpool.
Awesome guy. Yeah.
Who wants to see a Machete and Deadpool movie?
Yes, please. I'm not even that big of a Deadpool fan, but I'm a Danny Trejo fan.
Who wants to see a Green Hornet movie? That's a thing now, I guess.
Oh, God.
I want to see a Green Hornet movie done well, but why the fuck does Disney have to keep buying everything? My God.
I don't even know if it's Disney. I didn't see who the final person was. All I saw was the headline that says so-and-so has acquired the rights. I'm like,
Marvel.
Are you really? Yeah. Is it Marvel? Oh, fuck. So it will be Disney then. God
dude,
damn it.
I'm saying,
who is the Green Hornet in the fucking Marvel universe? That's what we're supposed to be excited about.
It's its own thing. It never was a Marvel thing,
dude. You know what the Green Hornet is the most remembered for? It's the TV show because that's where Bruce Lee got his start.
He was Kato.
Outside of that, nobody gives a fuck about the Green Hornet.
That was one of my dad's favorite shows growing up.
Well, yeah, people they tuned in to watch it because of Kato, because of Bruce Lee. That's why they watched it.
Yep.
It's just
nobody bothered to go see the Seth Rogen version. Nobody watched that shit. Okay, well you did.
I didn't. I don't think I never watched it.
It was a flop. Yeah, I remember that. When it came out, I'm like, are they serious? Oh, they really are. Oof.
It's like the Green Hornet is supposed to be like a detective, and he's supposed to be like
he's Sherlock Holmes with a mask. That's really all he is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got dopey Seth Rogen, which I like Seth Rogen, but why is he trying to play a serious role? They just don't take the movie seriously, but they have. Who do they have?
Well, that's the thing, Cody. Comedians always want people to take them seriously, and then serious actors want to be comedians. It's like tale as old as time.
Hold on, let me look this up.
But Will Smith was a funny actor, and then he wanted to be serious. He wanted to chase the Academy Award, and Jim Carrey did the same shit.
Oh, here's a good one. Leo Reds. I think we mentioned this the other night. Hugh Laurie is Dr. Octavius.
Yeah, I think he was the one that mentioned it. It was either him or Alex. Yeah.
Yeah. Take my money on that one, Leo Red. Take my fucking money, man. Damn.
Speaking of Christoph Waltz, he's in the Green Hornet movie.
Was he?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Huh. Let's see. Lincoln 7 says he's basically been playing the same Nazi villain playing Inglourious Bastards.
Yep,
this is true. No Seth Rogen. Does Disney own it now? That I don't know.
They're working on it. Yeah.
Green Hornet fought Batman and Robin. I did not know that. Yeah, it was Layover that said that, but yeah, okay.
It was you.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
And he would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Seth Rogen only got the role of Green Hornet because of the Pineapple Express trailer. I like Pineapple Express.
Click my screen share real quick.
Gotcha.
So Green Hornet, 5.8 out of 10 IMDb, 44 Rotten Tomatoes, 39 Metacritic.
Shit.
So 120 million budget, 227.8 million box office. And then down here you got Seth Rogen, Jay Chu, Christoph Waltz, Cameron Diaz, David Harbour. I didn't realize Harbour was in this. Harbour, Tom Wilkinson, Edward James Olmos, Edward Furlong's in this. I forgot about that.
Oops.
Is this going to be a watch party or
no?
No,
not on my watch. That'd be on your channel, Cody.
Wait, what?
It'll be on your. I have to be on your channel.
I'm not watching Green Hornet.
I can't. I'll do it if you invite me, but I'm not doing it on my channel.
You don't want to watch Billy Mayo play a police officer?
Do you?
No.
All right then.
I'm saying no, and I watch Unicorn Store on my fucking channel.
Yeah, you bastard, you.
And my avatar right now is Rebel Wilson as a cat.
You introduced me to one of the dreaded 5 of 2019.
Hey now, let's see. Wait, Tony Tone Deaf. Hey now, Seth Rogen was the Robert Downey Jr. of the Hornetverse. Oh, if you bought Robert Downey Jr. at like Dollar General, yeah,
it's like being the smartest kid in class of the class of Down syndrome people.
He was the villain. Okay, I see. I've never seen that movie. I loved it too, but I wouldn't give Seth Rogen the Green Hornet because the jump he did look cool. No, absolutely not.
It's like someone with a speech impediment at an auction.
Damn you, Pete. Oh, Alex, that's got to be for the Unicorn Store thing. What, you didn't want to see Brie Larson kidnap that poor young man and make him build her a fucking she shed? Her fucking clubhouse.
She shed.
I want a unicorn store. I want a unicorn. Here's the unicorn. Wait, what? I'm Samuel Jackson, motherfucker. I'm giving away unicorns today. Here you go, bitch. That's basically the movie right there. I want a unicorn.
I thought the she shed commercial is pretty funny.
It is.
It's like, all right, I'll have my man cave in the house, and you can go outside at the outhouse.
Yep. All right, so I was going to talk about Walking Dead, but I just don't have it in me tonight to get into that whole fucking mess. And I say that, and I love that show. I really do.
The Walking Dead.
At least it wasn't Magic Christmas Tree. This is true, Alex. This is true. He says, fuck you.
Just never going to let me live that down.
Oh, but no, man. All I'll say about The Walking Dead is they didn't need to make a third show because the first one is still passable because the arc they're on right now is one of my favorite arcs from the comics. But this Fear the Walking Dead is, for all the good actors and great cast they have in that show, the writing is shit. The villains are shit. They killed off their entire main cast within 2 or 3 seasons, which didn't do them any favors. But they still have a great cast. They do nothing with it. So we'll move on. We'll move past that too. I want to get to, I really don't even have it in me. Cody, what do you got we'll talk about the MCU in a minute. Cody, what do you got for Florida Man stories? Let's get some Florida Man stories going.
Florida Man stories. You guys are ready for that?
I'm ready for some Florida Man. I can't complain anymore. I want to hear some fucking Florida Man stories, bro.
All right, guys. Well, if you can handle it, let's get it going.
He's ready for the lulls.
I am. I'm ready for Florida Man.
Bring the lulls.
All right, beam me up, Scotty.
I got you, brother.
Take it away, Cody.
All right, so you ready?
Yes, sir.
So did I ever talk to you guys about the iguanas down in Miami?
Nope.
Was that what they were falling out of the trees and stuff?
Well, that was me that told you that.
So when it gets cold, was that you? So when it gets cold here in Florida, everyone loses their shit. And no one is able to just act normal. Me included, because fuck the cold. So, iguanas are not native to Florida, if you guys didn't know that. They were brought here by some motherfuckers who wanted pets, or they're just crazy. Either way, giant lizards, no, this is not fucking Jurassic Park. So, when it gets cold in Florida, and this is why they're native to South America, they fucking freeze. So this picture right here, they basically go into comas, and then when it gets warm,
like hibernate, right?
When it gets warm, they wake back up. So it's really weird. So guy in Florida loads car with frozen iguanas. They warm up, come back to life, cause car accident. So with the abnormally cold temps, iguanas are freezing in the sunshine state and falling out of trees. Because of this, a man from Central America who now lives in Florida had quite the surprise recently. And in Central America, iguana is a delicacy. It's something they're actually farmed for food. So I guess they fucking eat them. So this gentleman just thought, wow, I just have a bunch of protein here. He's on Key Biscayne. He's sort of picking up all these iguanas that appear to be dead on the road that have fallen out of trees. They turned gray and were not moving at all and very cold to touch. And he put them into his vehicle. He's loading them up like he's stocking up for a big barbecue. When they went back into the vehicle warmed up, and those iguanas started coming back to life. And all of a sudden, they started getting up and running around in the car, and it caused an accident. Wake me up! Wake me up! I can't wake up. So, yeah.
Hooray! Lizard shit! Fuck!
But guys, this isn't the end of this. Manhunting iguana prompts lockdowns at Charlotte County schools.
What?
Shall we dive into this?
Oh yeah.
I will unmute you.
I don't think you did the share audio.
You didn't share the audio, did you?
Huh?
We can't hear anything. Did you remember to click the share audio button?
I did.
Okay.
Can you hear it now?
Nope.
Motherfucker.
Sorry, buddy.
I clicked it, guys. I swear to cow, I did.
Oh shit! Leo Red just shared the post in the Facebook group of Bruce Lee fighting Batman and Robin.
Can you guys hear it now?
Let's see. Go ahead and play it. I cannot.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
All right. Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a Squirrel Girl and Captain Marvel movie, but not redo a Ghost Rider movie. Okay, got it, guys. Thanks.
Right, Squirrel Girl. Everybody's excited about that.
Oh God, yeah, that's the fucking MCU. I swear to God, and
it's a good segue, I think.
Oh, I don't know why.
Right. Go ahead and share it.
Okay, you ready?
I didn't see this coming.
There you go.
Afternoon for a lot of Charlotte County parents, all because of a big misunderstanding.
That's after the sheriff's office got a call that a man with a rifle was seen near a local elementary and middle school.
Fox 4's Rochelle Aline outside of L.A. Ainger Middle School with more on what this man was actually doing. Rochelle?
Apparently, this was all over iguanas, Jane and Patrick. That man has been identified as...
She's trying so hard not to lose her shit.
Yep.
To hunt iguanas. He actually had a pellet gun in his hand at the time, but a witness that saw him around 3:30 in the afternoon had no idea what that weapon was, and they weren't taking any chances. So when they saw him, they called local law enforcement. But of course, this prompted a major lockdown of two local schools. That was L.A. Ainger Middle School and Vineland Elementary School as a precaution.
In 12 minutes of the initial call-in, we had a subject who was described and identified, was later identified by the witness unit.
Can you imagine just like
that man was detained by
a guy that like
ultimately he has been released.
It's like, okay, yeah, let's take this pellet gun and just go hunt lizards by a school. Like, is that just insane to you?
Yeah,
only in Florida.
And I'm from freaking I'm from Michigan. I mean, it's bad enough up here. I mean, how you can't walk.
It's almost like saying, you know what? I think my role in life was to buy a white van and drive to the nearest school and give candy to all the little kids.
Let's not say that. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Weirder than hunting lizards with a pellet gun near a school.
I mean, I used to shoot squirrels out of my window with my pellet gun. I got these hollow point pellets. I had squirrels and raccoons that kept messing up my bird feeders.
Hollow point pellets, you twisted fuck.
Oh yeah. So before I moved back home where I live now, I was in a cul-de-sac, and I've got an AR, but it's kind of hard to shoot an AR-15 in a cul-de-sac. So I had my pellet gun, and I got these hollow point pellets, and I'm like, well, shit, let's see. I had a raccoon out there one day, and I literally, like, I had Trey being my spotter because this is before he started preschool. I'd open the window, I'd be like, tell daddy when to shoot, and I'd sit there and I'd line up the crosshairs, literally no more than like 5 or 6 feet away out the window. I'd stick the barrel right out the window. And just boom, right in the side of the head. That raccoon ran about 12 to 15 feet. It let out the worst shriek I've ever heard, and then just dropped flat. Just dropped. I'm like, okay, works. My wife comes home. She's like, oh, did you go out there and pick it up yet? I'm like, no. She's like, why not? Just go get it with a shovel and throw it in the woods. I'm like, yeah, I shot it with a pellet gun. I'm like, I don't trust it. I'm like, if I shot it with a 22 or something, I'm like, that thing's dead. If I shot it in the head, it ain't getting up. I'm like, I shot it in a pellet. I'm like, I don't want this thing playing possum and then biting me and I get rabies. I'm like, no, thank you. Do you understand the logistics of rabies treatment? Do you know what that entails? I'm like, no, thank you. So I waited about 4 or 5 hours and took the shovel. I shot it again while it was laying there just to make sure it didn't move. Then I took the shovel out and threw it in the woods. And one of my neighbors was like 95 years old. She could barely hear. Sweet old woman. Me and the boy used to stop by her house when we were on our walks, and she says the animals are tearing my bird feeders up. I says, why? I said, I'm helping take care of that, Miss Storm. And she's like, what? I said, well, there's raccoons over there. I said, I've been shooting them. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She goes, thank you. I'm like, because she had one of the young college students, because we lived right next to a university she was a former professor at, and she would have some of the college students come over, and they would do yard work for her. And the one girl that was over there, younger girl, she always had to clean up these messes after the raccoons and stuff would get into the bird feeders. So I just started shooting them.
Dude, there's like a lot of layers of that story. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a lot to process.
Hold on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they were messing up bird feeders.
Yep.
And you sniped them.
Oh yeah, right out of my kitchen and living room windows.
And your 95-year-old neighbor, sweet old lady, was like, I'm proud of you.
She was happy about it because they tore up her. She had like 5 or 6 bird feeders, and she thought it was bears tearing them up, and it was raccoons.
And then Pete had one of those moments where he's got like the shiny tin badge on his shirt and the little scarf and the white hat, like all in a day's work, ma'am.
I did. I tipped my cap. I'm like, ma'am.
Rides off into the sunset on his motor scooter.
Sheriff reviews.
right off into the sunset on my Schwinn with the fucking toddler seat on the back of it.
the fucking banana seat.
Trey's back there hitting the thing going beep beep.
Banana seat on a Razor scooter.
Oh man, that'd be a sight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You said she used to be a professor.
She was a professor at it was Ferris State University.
What did she teach? The Bible when it was written? She's 95.
She was actually one of the apostles. It was funny because she was a retired professor. Her and her husband both were, but her husband had passed away years ago. And
remember, kids, study. Next week, the New Testament's coming out.
Why is Jesus so angry? Because it's the Old Testament, girl. Relax.
Oh God.
Let's see.
Wait, all right, so I got one more article for you guys.
Nice.
Go for it.
Neighbors upset over Florida man's paint job on $528,000 home.
Oh God.
This has to be good.
Oh no.
What? Oh,
an ad.
I'm being mad right now.
StarTex water repellent.
Boo, ads, boo.
Goddamn.
I purposely got through the ad before I pulled
the They know you're watching it. Yeah.
Here's God, Leo.
the original 6.
It's like the Sinister
Leo?
6 of planets.
The original 6.
Neighbors said the paint job became worse throughout the week. Not even the mailbox escaped the painter's attention.
Oh no.
Now the management company for the home said the repaint costs could be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Holy shit.
Alan Claywads, who was in the neighborhood, told reporters, I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe someone would do something like this. According to the Collier County property appraisers records, the 219 market value of the home is $528,628. Ugh, can't read that fast. Leaving cannot be reached for the comment. He currently faces unrelated drug charges. Oh, they didn't even show a picture of the house.
Oh, they didn't show the paint job? Oh, what a tease, man.
Hold on. They were supposed to show. Hold on.
They honey-dicked us.
They honey-dicked us.
Let me see.
God damn it.
And
I want to see how. Oh shit! Can you zoom in on those or no?
God.
Oh, that looks like it belongs on a Punky Brewster episode.
That looks like it's out of Unicorn Store.
It looks like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
He painted the freaking palm tree too.
For fuck's sakes, why'd you paint a palm tree?
Look at his van, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
This dude painted this himself.
He thought he was in an episode of In Living Color.
Yeah, it's that
you remember the intro, the old intro.
You can do
what you wanna do in living color.
He like painted the little tower like up there too.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Look at this van. What does it say? Who is Omar?
It says, "Who are you?" Who?
Even Rainbow Brute says, "Fuck this shit."
Oh my god! Take it from me. It's all right to be in living color. Wow, that mailbox paint job.
That would be considered progressive in like 1990. You know,
it all comes back to the Unicorn Store. It does, Alex. It
like
truly
he painted the yard too.
That's Kentucky bluegrass right there.
You know what, Cody? I do have some neighbors.
Boise State.
He painted his driveway like this happened a couple of years ago. He painted his driveway to look like bricks, and the association made him change it. Like they gave him a ticket.
Neighbors said the paint job became worse during the course of the week. Not even the mailbox escaped the painter's attention. Now the management company for I don't know, Regalo said the cost to repaint the home could be in the hundreds of thousands. Blah, blah, blah. We already read that. Yeah, so Liebman, who could not be reached for comment, according to police, he was arrested November 27th and faces 3 drug charges, including smuggling contraband into a detention facility. He was released on bond December 12th. He looks like a stand-up guy, just he's very artistic.
He really likes In Living Color.
I'm telling you,
that's just insane, though. Honestly, though, how is that going to cost that much money?
I don't see how that's going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, cleaning the car would be a lot by
so much?
Yeah,
like painting the house, probably not that big of a deal, but the car, getting that paint off the car, painting a car is like really involved because like you have to weather that shit.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's
buff
one
it
thing.
off.
But I mean, it's like, well, just get a fucking like pressure washer.
I don't know if pressure is that wood though. I don't think
it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
it's not even that crazy of a house. Like,
if it's a Florida house, it's probably mostly stucco, so that might be a bitch to get off of there.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just, dude, there's like way nicer houses in my area. I don't even live in the rich area.
It's like, how do you know that the person that said to fix that didn't just gouge the shit out of it because they looked at the neighborhood they're in and like, yeah, this is going to cost you $1 million.
Well, I mean, if you want to frame a reference to what it's supposed to look like, look at the neighbors.
Yep.
And then, boom, like, holy shit. God, it's like the freaking... Like Boy George just got excited.
It's even Toucan Sam would say, "I'm out of the ghetto." Yeah.
Hold on, because I was looking. Florida man revives frozen iguana. We gotta watch this. The touching father-son tale. Fucking ads, dude. I can't stand these things. They're so brutal.
The one that gets me though is when you have to watch an ad to watch a trailer. Like you have to watch an ad to watch the ad. Fuck you, internet.
Oh god, it's one of those slow guitar touching
musical bullshit things. Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They're just frozen. Look at them.
Should deep fry that puppy and sell it.
Dude, if you go to Miami, that's exactly what you're gonna see.
Deep fried iguana on a stick. The Miami State Fair.
I mean, probably by South Beach because there's some freaking
South Beach
weirdos.
Fucking Pensacola. Yeah.
Watch him bite his ass.
Yeah, those things are mean. A friend of mine when I was growing up,
the dinosaur.
A couple Italian guys I used to hang out with, they had an iguana. They used to feed a hamburger. That fucker was mean as shit, man. They'd take your hand off.
Dude, look at him. He's vegan.
Most of them are, unless you make them carnivores. Yeah.
Isn't that some weird shit, though?
I hate lizards.
Oh, you don't like lizards? I don't dislike them at all.
I fucking hate them.
The lizards where I live are like scareder you than you are them. What I don't fuck with is spiders. No.
Florida
They're even worse.
Iguanas misses and shoots a nearby pool guy instead. We're watching this too.
Yeah, yep. He knew the risks involved. You know, if you're a pool man in Florida, it's risk. You know, you gotta be packing. You gotta be wearing your armor vest.
Huh. I got Kevlar. Why? I'm a pool guy.
Oh, seriously. Another fucking ad.
And watch, we'll probably get copyright claims because we ran the ad.
Oh, God.
Dude, remember that last week when we did, not last week, but the week before when we did Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus and I showed part of the trailer?
Yeah.
Got a copyright claim for that.
I don't understand how you can get copyright claims for fucking trailers.
That's an old ass. It wasn't even a trailer. It was a clip from the movie that's been out on DVD for years.
And is that movie public domain?
No, it's not. But the point is it's just a little clip from the fucking movie just to show, you know. I don't even know what fair use is anymore. I give up. I fucking give up. I just wanted to show an example of why I thought that movie was good at one point. I don't like it anymore.
Well, hey, YouTube, we're not getting money.
I know.
They don't care though. They have bots that just go out and do that shit.
Oh, so I saw a thing to where I was going to dispute a copyright claim, and it's like they're like, do not dispute the claim if you're doing it for these reasons, and one of them was, I'm not even making money on this.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
I was like, fuck you.
That's the thing. Yeah.
We're not.
It's true, but they don't care. That's they don't want to hear it.
It's stupid.
It's
fucking stupid. So, like I said, you can let Michael Roman from Everything Always has 567,000 subscribers fucking show like an entire 5 to 10 minute clip from Avengers Endgame on his goddamn video.
I know, and that's the other thing I understand. Like I watched Stuckman a lot. Like I like him, and Stuckman always plays the trailer when he does a review. Yeah, and so I try to do the same thing, and I get copyright claims. Yeah, not copyright strike. If you have copyright strike, you can't even watch the video. But if it's a claim, it's on your channel. So in the event that you do ever get monetized, that one will not be monetized.
All my Batwoman videos got demonetized that I did before I changed up my format with them. The ones with 100 to 200 views on them, they all of them got claims. My Wonder Woman 1984 trailer I did in fucking December just got a claim 4 days ago. I'm like, this is they're going back. Like I got a claim on a video I did 6 months ago.
Okay, update. I was able to edit that clip out, but just the fact that I had that little frickin' 13-second bit of just it was the one with the Concorde jet, the really famous scene.
Yes.
And the copyright claim says that it can be monetized in Italy. So because of Italy, I have to have a copyright claim on a video for a movie that's almost as old as most of the people watching this podcast right now.
Oh God.
Makes sense, right?
Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus came out in 2001. I bought it used on a DVD. The DVD probably came out in 2001.
Classic.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Alex says, bet you Jimmy Kimmel could show that Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus trailer.
Oh God, yeah.
That same thing Grace Randolph does. Grace Randolph show a whole fucking trailer, and it's like, She got 800,000 subscribers though. But
yeah, it's like Alex said, fair use is whatever corporations want. It's true. It's like it's the almighty dollar decides what fair use is and what isn't. But a lot of these ones that I've got claims on recently are old videos that didn't have them before. It's such bullshit. I purged a whole bunch of them from my channel recently because I don't have time to go in and file 11 copyright claims. I just have to be careful not to show any like trailers for anything. Ever.
Jimmy Kimmel could become a serial killer and then later the next week be an anti-war, anti-violence protester. So and everybody would buy it.
I'm having deja vu from that statement. I swear to God, you've said that before.
Maybe, I don't know.
About Jimmy Kimmel. And I agree with you 150%.
Well, I don't like most talk show hosts anymore. So.
No. I haven't liked a talk show host since fucking Conan O'Brien. He was like the last one I really liked, and everybody else kind of you know, what's his name? Isn't too bad. Colbert is pretty funny.
I hate him.
Oh, you don't like him?
I used to like Stephen Colbert until he took over David Letterman's show.
Oh, okay.
And it was the same thing with John Oliver. I used to think John Oliver is funny as fuck. I used to love his stand up and his show on HBO Last Week Tonight. I subscribed to his YouTube channel. I used to basically watch whole episodes on YouTube.
The one I don't get is Jimmy Fallon, though, man. Like, that fucking guy, he was like the worst guy that ever graced SNL. Like, why him? Why does he have a show? And
he's not funny.
No, he was never funny.
He's not funny. He's just
he was always the first
stupid.
one. He was always the first one to break character and laugh at his own jokes. And it's like, you know, that's kind of funny sometimes, but he did it in almost every skit. I'm like, at least try to be a professional. Your other like showmates are trying not to laugh. You know, I mean, sometimes you do. And sometimes it's funny to see how long they can go without losing their shit. But that guy would always immediately lose his shit. And it's like, stop it. And no, he's not funny at all. He really isn't.
The last late night talk show host, there's two of them. And one of them actually succeeded the other one, was Craig Kilborn that used to follow David Letterman. Now, I used to watch David Letterman every night with my mom, every fucking night. I love David Letterman. I used to be a student of his stand-up comedy. I mean, I loved Letterman back in the day.
You know who I miss, Pete? Jon Stewart.
Oh God, John.
That fucking guy was great, man.
When Jon Stewart was on The Daily Show was watchable. Now,
but even before The Daily Show, he had the Jon Stewart Show.
Yeah,
back in the 90s. I used to watch that.
Funny.
Yeah, he was funny on that.
Absolutely,
he really was,
man. But yeah, the Daily Show, like when Trevor Noah took over, I watched it. I watched a couple episodes. I'm like, okay, he's halfway funny. I'm like, it's something I can watch if I'm like just sitting around late at night and I'm stoned and I don't feel like changing the channel, whatever. Then the election happened, and it's like, oh my God. Like after about 2 weeks, I'm like, I can't watch this shit. I'm done. I'm fucking done. It's like, I understand, dude. I understand. You know, you want to do your thing, but it's like every fucking talk show is the same now. Yeah. Every talk show
they're too predictable. They're too predictable. Like it's like none of the talk shows are like, they're not even trying for their humor anymore. It's just like whatever the guy said this week, that's the show.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's it. And it's like enough is enough is enough is enough. I'm tired of it. Boring. Moving on.
And that's why I can't even watch any of them anymore. It's like they're just thanks Link 7 said, Pete, if they ever try to copyright Batwoman, I'll stop them for you. I won't allow it.
There you go. You got Batwoman defenders, and then you got Batwoman review defenders, and Alex is one of their leaders.
I'm telling you, man, like these motherfuckers that are ripping on me for what I say about Brie Larson, I'm like, do you see how I champion Batwoman?
I hate to say this because it almost does make us look like bullies, but sometimes it's funny to make the video just to see the comments. When you have people like this that are such stout defenders of such a stupid, meaningless cause, it's comic. It's comedy. It's entertainment for years. You know?
I make Brie Larson videos just to troll these assholes now because I don't want to spend. Trust me, I don't want to spend 4 hours making a fucking Brie Larson video.
No,
I did that Black Panther video. That did not take me much time today, like because the way I did it, it was kind of, I did a little bit of editing, but it was kind of like my classic point and shoot I used to do without editing. And I did that pretty much straightforward. You know, my intro, I did my talk away intro, but I
didn't even want to upload it, dude. I recorded that video like 3 days ago, and I was like saving it for rainy day. And then I'm looking at the news today. I'm like, well, I guess today is that rainy day. So I went to edit it and upload it, and I knew it was going to play out like that. But I'm like, whatever. You know, I'm here for the jokes, guys. I'm here to make people laugh and entertain. That's it.
Jon Stewart in Half Baked was hilarious. Yes, the fuck he was. He was great in that movie, and so was what's his name? That's got the kids show now. He's got the Puppy Dog Pal show on Disney Junior. Harlan Williams, that played Kenny, the school teacher in Half Baked that went to jail. You know, he's got a kid show on Disney. Let's see. Lincoln X7, Brie Larson wishes she was Ruby Rose. I know she does. She can't. She could never be Ruby. She couldn't be Ruby. Oh shit. So that's just these people. Like I said, these people that defend her are Brie Larson are hilarious. Like I said,
that's a monster movie that I would pay for. Brie Larson versus Ruby Rose.
I'm good with that.
My money's going on Ruby Rose.
I'd be good with seeing that video on one of the hubs.
If you're listening, there's an audience for you.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
I'm watching. Just let the record show I'm watching for Ruby Rose. I've already seen her naked, but whatever.
Ruby.
Hey, yo, Ruby, it's me, Sly. Come on, you can be on that show, The Contender. Do you remember when Sly had a reality boxing show? Does anybody else remember that?
Yeah.
The Contender.
Yeah, I remember that. Wasn't that long ago? Yeah.
No, it wasn't. How's it, Cody?
It was kind of like right after Rocky Balboa, around that time. So 2006, somewhere around there. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, guys,
I think I'm watching an episode or two because I'm a Stallone fan. I'm not afraid to admit that. Yeah.
No, I like Sly, man.
I even see his shitty movies, and even his shitty movies are entertaining. Like the straight to DVD ones, they're good. He can write. The guy can write.
Oh, absolutely. I have no issues with that.
That I think that was the big mistake is he didn't write Rambo 4, and he should have, or Rambo 5, I should say. If they had let him write it, it would have been better because it was written by somebody else, and it doesn't feel like a Stallone movie because he didn't write it. You know, the guy understands characters. You know.
Are you talking about the one that just came out?
Yeah, Rambo Last Blood. Yeah, that one was not written by Stallone. He did not write that one.
I'm actually going to rent that.
It's good, but it's not as good as the one that was before it. The one that was before it, he wrote that, and it was really good. Like you can tell the difference. If you watch those two back to back, you'll be like, it's like day and night.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Well, no, I did see 4 because that was the one where they blew up. He shot the guy at point blank range with like the 50 cal, wasn't it?
Right. That's the one where he has the 50 cal. And people just start coming apart from the inside out. Yeah, that's the one. That one was a really good movie. It had a good story to it.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. That I liked it.
Yeah. It was probably one of the better of all of them. Like my favorite's always part 2, but you know, that one was really, I was expecting Last Blood to be as good as that one. It's not quite as good. I still like it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it as much as John, or I think it was just called Rambo.
Was which one was the one where he joined the Taliban? Was that the third one?
Yeah, that's part 3.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
I like that one too, but it hasn't aged well.
No,
no.
He joined the Taliban. He joined the Taliban.
Yep, joined the Taliban.
Hey Alex, if you noticed I don't know if Alex has noticed yet, but your name is now blue and you've got a wrench. So you're all wrenched up there, buddy. You didn't have
blue
one yet,
blue wrench to fight the blue check marks for when they come in. So surprisingly, they have not attacked the stream yet.
I was kind of anticipating.
We were waiting for it because we're talking about you live and you're still not coming after us. So that's proof that you're all fake accounts.
Yep. That's about it. God, I just that whole thing, and he kept deleting those comments earlier. So I would comment and then it would just go away. I couldn't see it.
Yep. It's the internet equivalent of somebody sticking their fingers in their ears and going, blah, 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 can't hear you.
Yeah, they like to do that. They don't like to They don't like to fucking.
They don't understand how an argument works.
No.
You know, like they never took a debating team in school. Like, you know, every person has to have a defense. You know, it has to have their side and bring up a point. And this is called point counterpoint. No, with these guys, it's just I project and I don't want to listen to anything you say. That's why we can't take people like that seriously, because they don't even understand how debate or an argument even works.
No, not in the least bit. Not in the least
all
bit.
They want to do is throw sand at you and then run away. That's pretty much how their whole structure operates.
Yep. That's it, man. And I like Link7's hashtag get Ruby Rose on the Place to Be reviews.
Hey-o.
I'd be all right with that, except I'd want her on the casting couch with me.
What I was gonna say, what in the actual fuck would you ask her?
So
she could just,
just
play her part like she wasn't John Wick and just not say anything.
I'd be all right with that. I wouldn't let her talk, and the camera would be off all night, and you'd hear some weird sounds coming from back here. But you know, I'm bad. Anyway,
you're a sick man and you need help.
That's what my therapist keeps telling me. But let's see here. So yeah, I referenced this a little bit earlier, and quick before because I kind of want to wrap this up around the 2-hour mark. The MCU, the MCU leading into Phase 4 here. God damn, man. The Black Panther rumor I covered in my last video for those of you who watched it.
This is where we promised to address Spider-Man 3.
Yep.
Chris, is Chris still with us? Or
Kyle had to take off. He had to be to work. He has to be to work at like 4 a.m. But
Kyle will still listen to this, so we'll go ahead and address our Spider-Man 3 concerns, or Homecoming 3, or wherever the fuck they're going to call it.
I know. They're calling it Spider-Man 3 Homeward Bound.
Are they really calling it that?
No, but
you had me going there for a second because it sounds almost dumb enough to actually be a thing.
Well, they had Homecoming, Far From Home, so like it wouldn't surprise me if they did like something like stupid like Homeward Bound or something. But there's only one Homeward Bound, and it's got the little dog and the cat in it. Wasn't that the movie with the dog and the cat? Or was that Milo?
Yeah, Spider-Man 3, Homer Simpson.
Spider-Man 3. Oh Jesus, this is bad. Spider-Man 3. How much more of a bitch can we make this kid?
Oh god.
And how bad are those titles though?
They're fucking, like I said, Homecoming. I was like, well, he's in high school. I'm like,
Far From Home.
But Far From Home, I'm like, do you really have to like tell us that they're going on a class trip for this one with the title?
Also known as Far From Funny. And didn't we do the class trip thing in the first fucking movie? Is that all we're gonna do is class trips every time to get him into some wacky shenanigans?
Yeah, they did. They went to Washington D.C. for the debate.
Went to Washington D.C. and it's like, oh, we're going to Europe. What's the next one? Are they going to go to Okinawa and fight the ghost of Mr. Miyagi? I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I would pay so much money to see that.
I would too, dude.
And then like you realize it's like, oh, you killed my father, and then they turn like pan screen to the right. It's fucking Bruce Lee as Kato.
Oh my god, that would be bro. That would so be bro night, dude. Seriously. Oh man,
I just want Chuck Norris to play a Marvel hero.
Lone Wolf McQuaid.
Who?
Lone Wolf McQuaid. That's a movie he was in.
Oh.
Way before your time, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that came out a couple years before Cody was around.
You know what? With fucking Chuck Norris, for me, it's the missing action movies and nothing else. He's so good in those because he doesn't really have to do anything in those movies. You know, it's like everything else he was in. It's like just different levels of cheese. You know.
Yeah. Yep, I do though. I've got my Chuck Norris Delta Force drinking glass set that I'll never take out of the packaging.
But if you had to dress up as Chuck Norris for Halloween, definitely do the Invasion USA costume with the Uzis and the frickin' denim jacket.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
That's the way to go, man. That shit is so redonkulous.
I don't know. If you can't pull off those mom jeans and Walker Texas Ranger, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Because the eyes of a ranger are upon you.
Dude, I want that to be my ringtone.
The fuck! I used to watch that show, man. Oh my god, I still do. I'm not gonna lie. If it's on, I'll watch it. Let's see. Chuck Norris's DC Uncle Sam from Freedom Force. That'd be sweet. Chuck Norris he says fuck Marvel. He goes to DC. Chuck Norris is like 80 years old too.
He's like a spokesperson for Glock. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
He phones in his lines, wins an Academy Award.
Yep.
Gets Best Actor.
Yeah. Chuck Norris doesn't win the Academy Award, so he shows up and just spin kicks everybody.
Yep.
The entire Academy, everybody that votes on the awards is just like taken out.
Some people wear Superman pajamas. Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas.
Yep. Oh yeah, Superman fears Chuck Norris. Superman fears Chuck Norris. But yeah, Spider-Man 3, they're going to have Kraven the Hunter as the villain, has been reported and rumored. I like it, but I don't like what they're going to do with it because I'm sure it won't be the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline. You know, and they're going to use, and they can't kill this character off, the Kraven character, because they're going to use him in their Sinister Six movie when they do it. But why? I don't know. With them debuting another villain in the MCU, it's just, so you're just going to put him in the MCU. Spider-Man's going to be in one more movie, probably Fantastic Four when that comes out. And then he's going to go back over to Sony, which I just think they should do now.
The closest thing he was in to an MCU movie is there's a movie called Silent Rage that he did. And it's like one of my personal favorites because it's a terrible fucking great movie because it's like really bad, but fun to watch. He's fighting a guy that gets injected with a serum that makes him heal like Logan does. Huh. I'm not kidding. That's the fucking movie. He's got to take out this psychopath that these crazy doctors decide to inject him with some kind of serum that makes his wounds heal. And Chuck Norris has to take this guy out. It's called Silent Rage. It's a Riff Tracks movie. It's
okay.
Pretty fucking dope if you can find it on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, so it's like he's fighting Logan pretty much.
All right. Let's see. Lincoln 7 says if he wasn't already cast, I'd make Chuck Norris's Deathstroke. Did they cast? Was it Joe Manganiello they cast as Deathstroke?
Yeah.
That's a good pick, man. Joe Manganiello is that dude's a fucking beast.
Like better than Ian McGregor as Black Mask.
Oh God, Ewan McCuck as Black Mask. God,
I used to like him, man.
I did too.
I don't know what happened to him. He really changed in the last few years.
I'm telling you, dude. It's after he had that fucking affair.
Is that what it is?
It was really after he had that affair. He became down with the patriarchy and down with misogyny.
It's like the last cool thing he did was like Star Wars, and then he did that one Michael Bay movie that's pretty cool, The Island. I like that one too. Mm-hmm. And then just a lot of nothing.
He was in Haywire with Gina Carano too. I like that movie, man. I think it was good for what it was, and that was her first starring role. And they tried to put too much on her in that movie, and the writing wasn't the best. Who the fuck directed that? I can't think of who it was offhand. But yeah, because Ewan McGregor was the bad guy in that too. Because he was like her ex-boyfriend. And he had
a dual role in season 3 of Fargo, and he was terrible. That whole season was so bad. I was excited that he was going to be in it until I saw it, and I'm like, ooh, you had a dual role, and somehow you fucked up both roles.
Yeah, I've never watched.
He's playing two people. It's well, the thing is with Fargo, all you need to know is that each season is a completely different story. So it's like American Horror Story.
Okay.
But like if you've seen the movie Fargo, it's like that kind of like black comedy, like something goes really wrong and it's based. They're all the stories, all the seasons are based on true stories, like loosely based on things that actually happen. They don't always necessarily take place in Fargo, but they take place in somewhere that's similar to Fargo. It's usually some Upper Peninsula backwoods ass town where everybody's half fucking crazy anyway, you know, and then shit happens, like some really weird crime. They're great. Like the first 2 seasons are great. Season 3 was awful, just absolutely awful.
Okay. I want to see like Hallmark Christmas movies, but with like A-list actors like Chuck Norris.
He's an A-list actor?
In my mind, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
In America's eyes.
In your eyes.
Steven Soderbergh, that's who directed Haywire.
Okay.
Steven Soderbergh.
Okay, so let's do this. Like, what A-list actor would you want to see in like a Hallmark Christmas movie?
I want to see Robert Downey Jr. in a Hallmark movie. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Brie Larson because I want that. I want her career to end up that way.
Is she an A-list actor now?
Unfortunately. Are you kidding? If I said she was anything less than an A-list actor, I'd have Freedom Fighter, whatever the fuck his name, tell me 18 times that she's going to be the next president of the United States of America.
Wait, you mentioned you wrote. Oh God, Ruby Rose and Hallmark's Christmas with Lesbians. Damn it, Alex.
Or you could do Brie Larson in a Hallmark movie directed by Quentin Tarantino, Underneath the Mistletoes.
Directed by Ryan Johnson.
That'd be subversive. It'd be a whole movie of just nothing but feet covered in glitter.
Yeah, him doing direct-to-TV movies, and they're all starring Brie Larson. That's how we want both of those careers to end up. Ryan Johnson does really bad Hallmark movies, and Brie Larson stars in all of them.
It's called Underneath the Mistletoes, but it's not about mistletoe. It's about missiles getting launched from North Korea that look like toes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, God. Well, I think we started talking about Brie Larson, and I think we'll wrap up talking about Brie Larson. I think
it all comes full circle, right?
It did. This episode has went full circle. I think this is a good place to end it here. Yeah, this has been a great episode of The Boardroom. This is our last episode for the first month of the new year. And I'd like to say it's been a good month for the show. We've had some great episodes.
Great episode, or great month for shows. Terrible month for movies.
Oh,
so as a movie guy, I'll be glad as fuck when this month is over with. Boy, howdy!
You're looking forward to February 7th when Birds of Prey drops.
Well,
what is that even about?
Still be better than The Turning or
Fighting the Patriarchy, my friend. Fighting the Patriarchy.
Well, I mean, besides the message, like, what's the story about?
It's probably a caper that goes wrong.
The synopsis and plot of the Birds of Prey is Harley Quinn and the other women are basically marked by Black Mask, and they've all wronged him at one point or another. So he's trying to get him and his gang are trying to get revenge on him, and of course they can't. No man can beat any women in these movies. So they are.
Why is our first big screen appearance of Black Mask him without a mask?
Wow, because
that's a good question. Yeah.
Because why the fuck don't any of the Marvel heroes wear their masks like they're supposed to?
In Endgame, in Endgame, everybody has their mask off. I'm like, so what's the point of the costumes then, homies?
Like Spider-Man and Iron Man and fucking Black Panther and Cap. They've all got masks, but God, nobody wears their fucking masks because Marvel doesn't want to see them. They're multi-million-dollar actors wearing masks.
Hashtag Spider-Man Far From Home. Oh boy.
All I'm gonna say is that if this Birds of Prey movie doesn't get solved at the end by everybody talking about what their mom's name is, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Martha, why'd you say that? Why'd you say that name?
Martha. Barbara. What? My name's Barbara too.
Barb. All right, so we were talking about Mackenzie Davis the other day, and I don't say you.
Ew.
Don't say you. I'm telling you, because they did a bad job with her, and I'm going to end it on this. They did a bad job with her in Terminator, but I mean that right there is not bad. That's that's like Blade Runner kind of. I mean,
her agent is not doing her any favors.
Her agent is not doing her any favors. I mean, like I said, I don't mind that. I don't mind.
Like she got appearance tips from Caitlyn Jenner.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, if you make me choose between her,
Cody's coming in hot.
You make me choose between her and Brie Larson. I'll take this any day of the week. I mean, I'd take her Terminator Dark Fate over freaking Brie Larson.
Wait. Go back one, Pete.
Hang on. Let me pop that.
You rather watch? I heard that new movie she's in was awful.
Was that
Turning?
Yeah, that's what Adam said. He watched that and said it was shite.
Was it really that bad?
It's great for like about half of a movie, and then it just stops.
I heard
it doesn't have an ending. They're trying to be like edgy and weird and have this ambiguous ending, And what I think really happened, okay, that picture right there with the slightly reddish hair.
Right here?
That is from Blade Runner 2040.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the first time I've ever seen her in anything. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Cody, it's an incomplete movie. It's, you know, how you when you were in grade school and you did your term paper and you didn't finish it, you turned in like 2 chapters of what you written and you got an incomplete. That's what this movie is. It's incomplete. The only reason they can say it has an ending is they do actually roll the credits. But other than that, everybody in the audience was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, people left that people left that theater angry, and they were vocal about it. Like, a lot of movies I see, like even Black Christmas, like most people don't want to say that they watched a shitty movie. They usually have to process it on the ride home and be like, well, that movie sucked ass. This one, everybody was very vocal about how angry they were, but while leaving the theater. Like, there's like three or four girls in front of me, and they're like, what the hell happened? I don't understand. What the, you know, and she's like trying not to swear, you know, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's fuck you. It's January. It feels like a movie that like ran out of budget and they just closed it down and just like made some bullshit ending up just to end it.
Yeah, I watched Chris Stuckman's review of it, and he's like, yeah, it was a nothing movie.
Stuckman was being he was being extra
at
generous with it, because like Pete said, I wanted to like it because the trailer looked interesting, and like you and I love haunted house stuff, right? So I was excited about this movie. I was legit exciting, wanted to see the turning, and was severely disappointed. I'm like, well, I can't give points for incomplete work. It's a nice setup, but no payoff at all. None of it comes back to fruition whatsoever.
Yeah.
Here we go. Alex says Mackenzie Davis and Christmas stuffing.
Pretty sure that's on one of the hubs.
I'll have to look tonight for research purposes only.
I was gonna say, if you look up turkey stuffing, there's quite a bit of that.
Oh no.
Yeah. or so I've heard.
Or so I've heard. Oh shit. I
miss Sal, guys.
I know I do miss Salvador. He is he'll be back next week. He will be back with us next week. The merchandising, the Don of the merchandising.
Duty calls for our brother. I miss him too.
I know. Oh wait, what's this? Who's Manny Zoomer? Who's Manny Zoomer? I have no idea who Manny Zoomer is, but he says I'll stuff Mackenzie Davis.
Okay, Zoomer.
Thanks, Zoomer. That sounds like a real name. But he's here in the chat. You I don't want to assume your pronouns, but you're here in the chat, so thank you.
Hit that like button while you're here.
Yeah, make sure you bitch slap that like button, but only after gaining its consent. And if you don't get its consent, just do it anyway. Because it's a like button, it doesn't have feelings. Christmas pegging Leo, right? God damn it. He's making up for Flare.
God damn it, we almost got through a stream without that being brought up again.
Fucking FlareX must be working tonight. So big shout out to everybody that participated in the chat. Lickalex7, Leo Red, Kyle, Manny Zoomer. Okay, Zoomer. Chris Wicks. Was he here today? He didn't ban anybody.
Thought so. He was here.
Tony Tone Duff was here earlier.
No, I'm sorry. Kyle Wells was here, not Chris Wicks.
Kyle was. Yep, Chris wasn't here tonight, so I got to get a hold of him.
I'm sure Chris Wicks will watch it later.
Yep, it's been a minute since Chris and I talked. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode of The Boardroom. Let's go around here. What do you got coming up, Groove?
Well, we got the Friday show, and you picked Avenging Force as your movie. So we're going to discuss Avenging Force. I picked Beach Bays from Beyond, and Alex picked Dr. Alien, which I saw. Okay, so I need to watch Avenging Force tonight. That's the only one I'm not caught up with. So that's Friday. Saturday, we're talking about me and Phoenix West from Loitering in Wonderland are probably going to do a just a two-person watch party for the movie Class of 1999. So it's not for sure yet, but it's probably going to happen. And if it does, it'll be, I'm going to say Saturday, probably at 8:30 p.m. on my channel. So it'll just be a two-riffer because the rest of the gang has prior commitments. They're not able to make that. So that's what's going on my channel. And then I also have a video I'm working on about Netflix. So that'll be coming up soon. And then also this week, I'm reviewing Gretel and Hansel on tomorrow. That's
God, dude, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, are you excited about that one? Like, legitimately, or are you kidding?
No, I am. Like, it looks fucking creepy.
You think it looks good?
I think it looks cringy.
I think it looks. Yeah, I'm not optimistic about it,
No.
but I'm hoping it'll be good. But it just screams January dumpuary movie to me.
I don't know,
excited.
man. It's like it's got a different feel. Than,
I mean,
like,
it's got the girl from It. You know, she
Yeah.
the one that plays January Embers. Where her name was. Can't remember her name right now, but
That's actually like the perfect fucking nickname. It's like the movie's coming out in January, and she's a
January
redhead,
Embers.
so
Yeah,
there you go. Flame on.
Yeah. Why the hell can I not remember her name right now? It's like it was like so important in the movie. I don't know. There's just a lot of movies I got to remember, but yeah, that I'm seeing that one tomorrow night. So
okay, right. I'll be going to see. Well, the first movie I'm going to see this year is I'm taking the kid to see Sonic. So when that comes out,
when does that come out? March?
It's February. It's
February 14th, 13th. Yeah,
13th. It comes out.
Oh,
so,
sweet! I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of optimistic about that one. I'm hoping we're gonna get a lot out of Jim Carrey.
Dude,
I'm excited.
I just want a cool like family movie.
I mean, the last trailer was good. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, even Sonic seemed cool. You know, and I'm like, okay, maybe this will work. I don't know. So
I want a movie that like you don't have to take super seriously, but it's a family movie.
I do too, dude.
It's
I've
cool.
been
like
I've been bitching about that like a lot on my channel. Like, there's not enough like kids movies that are like everybody can enjoy, and it makes it sound like I hate kids movies, which is not true. It's just I think you can
a
make
lot
a
of
movie
kids movies suck.
You just
they do, don't they?
Now they do.
They really do. I mean, I just want to see something like something like Wall-E or Up or Inside Out. Those movies are great.
Dude,
Monsters
DreamWorks
Inc.
And like DreamWorks put out that whole like How to Train Your Dragon trilogy.
Yeah, I need to
Holy
check
shit,
those
awesome.
out. I need to check those out. But I
They're
mean,
great,
I
man.
believe that kids' movies can be good. Hell, I even like Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix. I watched the hell out of that and loved it. So it's not that I hate kids stuff. It's just like you say, a lot of it is so bad.
Well, you did the review of Playmobil, and I was like, nope, not seeing it.
No.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, at least Playmobil has a middle and a beginning and an end. To the turning, not so much. And Doolittle was so bad, dude. If you had to choose between Playmobil and Doolittle, definitely watch Playmobil.
That's horrible. That's that bad. Like
I had a theory that Playmobil. I didn't do like a full blown review like I do my reviews now. I used to just do the live reviews, and now I like do. I think I'm doing better reviews when I do them individually because I can like really focus on it and think about it. But Playmobil feels like something that was made like right after the Lego movie and didn't come out right away, and then just got released like last year, like at the end of the year, because they didn't know what to do with it. That's what it felt like. Like it's Lego movie, but the generic version of it, a really bad generic version of it.
That's horrible.
Which is pretty much what Playmobil is anyway. It's generic fucking Legos.
You guys think they're going to do a Mega Bloks movie?
It has to be better than Playmobil, dude. I'm not.
Movie.
I mean, I didn't see all the Bionicle movies, but I did see Lego Batman, and that was way better than this.
Lego Batman's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, and the Lego movie, the original Lego movie. Now, there's another one that I love. That's a movie that's for kids, but all the adults can enjoy too. So it's totally possible to make those.
I've seen the Lego movie like fucking 15 times.
It's great. My parents love it. My parents, who are way older than I am, love Lego movie. They do.
Is the second one any good?
I
haven't seen it yet.
I want to see it so bad.
I'll probably rent it. Yeah.
Yep. That's one I'm gonna rent with the boy. So, well, this is I think we should probably wrap this up here.
I like that comment, dude.
What's that?
I like that last comment.
Oh, fucking Manny Zoomer, whoever you are. Apparently he just joined right in on the fucking on the fun here, because this is what that preceded.
That's
Alex.
Only Alex would. Yeah, damn you.
Oh
Alex.
no! Oh, Leo Red too. He's getting in on the Hallmark movie.
See what you guys started. We almost got through a whole show without it. Now there's no coming back. We're past the.
Legal X7 says, "Welcome to the party, man."
We're past the point of no return.
It's kind of ironic that we're talking about Legos and pegs.
Fuck you, Cody. I know where you're going with this, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, Either way, it's happening. Like,
so on that note, this has been the Boardroom on January 29th, 2020. Thank you very much for being here this evening. I will be back. The part of no pegging. God damn it! I will be back tomorrow with a video or two, and Friday video, and I'll be on Groove's channel. I'm gonna go watch Dr. Alien right now. And yes, this is the point of no pegging. And I'm gonna go watch Dr. Alien and probably just relax the rest of the night. So I thank you so much for joining us this evening. And you guys, what do I say at the end of every video? Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. I'm out. We're done.
Keep spamming our